And good evening. Welcome to kind of an impromptu live stream. My name's Trina of Trina's Truck. I apparently shouldn't be drinking because I don't even know my own name. Trina of
English, do
Trina's
you
Truck
speak
Babble.
it?
No, I don't speak it.
Hello.
I'm in Canada, so we don't speak English.
All right, well, maybe we
Uh,
should redo this in French then.
Salut tout le monde! Ici
yeah,
c'est
we'll just
Trina's Technobabble.
Trina's Truck Stop. There we go. That's what we'll call it. So, hi to everyone. We have Mike, Garth, Retro Techie. I don't know if Dave is joining. I did message out to Starbuck Tech as well. I put a link there. So hey to Starbuck Tech, Michael's Workshop, and Dave. And I sent Dave a text with it, so if he cares to join. So this is kind of impromptu. So yeah,
I bullied you into it.
yeah, it's all Retro Techie's fault.
Mm-hmm.
He's like stream.
I was
Maybe.
told there's beige.
Yeah, there will be beige down the road. I do promise.
Like I said before the stream started, the only Mac thing I did was install Monterey tonight. And I have a complaint about the Wi-Fi. So I think
Why did you install Monterey?
sorry?
Why?
Because I want a
Why?
newer like software support like OBS. I was on 10.14 with my Mac Pro and it would not do the updates anymore.
Oh.
You know, software updates aren't always a good thing.
No, but
Especially
honestly,
when it comes to OBS.
no. I am having issues with my OBS. Whenever I close it, it said it quit unexpectedly. I'm the one
It
that
wasn't
closed
planning
it.
on
Because
quitting.
it's OBS.
You quit it.
I'm a quitter. But that's about it for me with Macs lately.
So, I finally pulled this laptop out. I was supposed to give it back to a customer, but they moved out of the country.
Find them.
So I don't think they want it
Sounds like a
back.
deal.
But they said it doesn't work. And I thought I would open it up and take a look at the hard drive, but it looks like everything might be soldered onto this motherboard. Because there's no, this is the battery, Wi-Fi card, motherboard. And I don't see anything for a hard drive. So maybe they took
Layers.
after Apple and said, hey, we can solder everything to the board.
SATA. Needs a floppy drive.
If I had an external SCSI port, you could boot off that, but yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to take out the board. I just want to see maybe there's something underneath it, but at this point I'm not hopeful.
What year is this?
Newer.
Newer?
That's all I can really tell you about it. I'll be honest, I don't know.
We don't need that.
Yeah, who
Looks like
needs
a-
that silly information? That's interesting. There's only one cable going into the Wi-Fi card. Usually there's two.
That means it's crap.
I have a feeling it's one of these $300 laptops,
Yeah,
Like
probably.
a Chromebook or something.
which I tell people to avoid like the plague.
It probably has a 32 gig SD card in the side,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
hot glued down.
Oh, good. So a friend of mine, speaking of that, a friend of mine sent me a link from Tom's Hardware, the website, and they were talking about the new, how much was it? I forget. Anyway, it's like 3 terabytes or something, external hard drive for $30.
The 30 terabyte one?
It's 30, yes, that's it.
It was a good deal.
Yeah, no.
Is that the one on Walmart? That's,
Yeah, it's in Walmart, yeah.
It was fake. It was a bunch of
Yeah, it's
stuff.
totally fake, yeah.
Feel bad for the people that actually bought that. Like,
Yeah.
It was such a good deal.
How many did you buy, Garth?
Almost like it didn't actually exist in any sort of sense of realism.
All right, let's see how we get this thing out of here. Oh, okay.
At least the battery isn't glued in.
Yeah.
what kind of company do something so stupid?
Yeah,
I don't know.
actually, I agree. Just make it as thin as we can, and then forego any other sort of usability or repair.
Okay, let's take that out.
Wish has tons of stuff like that. That is true. I've never bought from Wish though. So.
I've never bought from Wish either because I hear it's hit and miss of what you get. For fuck's sakes.
Let's rip it out.
It's a battery. Should I just poke it first?
Yeah.
Sure.
If you bite it, you can tell if it's good or not.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Hey, Trini, you got to let in Starbuck Tuck.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
I
sorry.
think.
Yeah.
He says,
see
"Let's
some
treat it."
words.
in.
Yeah, I hit my cat hit enter for me.
Is your cat
Hey there.
typing too?
Yeah, here she comes again. Hey, Biddy, you coming up? Wanna come say hi again? No, maybe. Mike knows how it is with cats.
What's that?
Ooh,
You
is
know
that
how
like
cats are with desks
corrosion,
and
Tom?
Cats are
keyboards. And,
assholes.
There's not even a proper heat sink on this thing.
Who needs heat sinks?
That's
If it's
some
Intel,
power there.
it needs a heat sink.
You don't need a heat sink if it actually has power.
That's true.
Yeah, but I'm saying when it's powered on, if you look, oh, sorry, hold on, I'll get rid of the hotspot. You can see here they're actually using the metal on the computer as their heat sink because there's the blob there.
There's,
It's like a
there's the
MacBook
young
Air.
lady that hit enter.
That's not
Oh.
horrible, but any sign of storage though?
No,
Those big,
there's nothing.
those big chips look like storage.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Boot her up.
So this might be so. I'm sorry. So no power, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
And no charging either. Or I don't know if that has
I-
charging light.
I mean,
I
at
don't know, I
this
mean-
point, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say you could probe the lines for power going into it to see if anything's going anywhere. But yeah, otherwise, this seems like this is gonna be like one of those like strip the board down to its bare metal and throw it in the ultrasonic cleaner and see what happens, right?
Yeah, I might. I don't know. I just might end up throwing it out. So I'll sell the computer as parts and just turf the board. Because they had taken it to Canada Computers, which makes Garth giggle every time I say it.
Eric is waiting to get in. Sorry.
I don't remember giggling at that.
You went
You did last time. Don't even say.
Oh, I did. Okay,
like that. You were giggling like that.
I'm sorry.
So Eric's waiting to get in. By the way.
Oh, sorry.
There he is.
Hey, Eric.
Hey,
The man, the myth, the legend.
The bit. This is video
something
bit
like
right
that
here.
anyway.
Who the hell is Santa Claus?
It's not big enough for Santa Claus.
Well, you're not
And
trying
this-
hard enough then.
This is the wrong color. So
So you just look like a modern rendition of Santa Claus.
I got Viking.
or
More like Bad Santa.
Grizzly Adams or some random homeless guy on the side of the road.
You sound
Yeah.
lovely, Mike.
Oh my god.
And then there's this lovely Dell Inspiron thing, which is it worked, and then it
Yeah.
stopped being the hard drives, and now it's all it does is spin the fan crazily. So it's garbage. Well, I got it for free, so.
Yeah.
Do you want it, Retro Techie? You can have it.
Is there any RAM or anything worth taking out of it, or did you strip it down?
It's already been stripped down.
Well, what the hell am I gonna do with it?
I don't
Have you-
know.
Use
tried-
the fan to cool yourself.
Yeah.
Have you tried? And you tried booting it off a USB? All that, nothing works.
Well, as soon as you here, hold on, let me plug it in.
Have you tried booting it in safe mode?
Yes, and I also tried a PRAM reset as well.
Have you?
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
But as soon as you turn it on, I don't get anything on the screen.
Did you try an external monitor?
Yeah, no,
Try-
I've seen enough of these that I know as soon as the fan hear it.
Did you try throwing it into a fire?
Try resetting BIOS.
Did you try
Well, I
Put
can't
up a
even-
floppy and remove
God.
the auto exec bat.
I can't get it. I can't get anything because it just spins.
But leave the config says. That'll be interesting to see what happens.
Oh, really?
I think
See,
Are you
fix
making a liar to me?
absolutely.
Have you tried LSD?
You can only use it when you're streaming.
This is the "You Are Now a Liar" laptop.
Well, no, I still have nothing on the screen. There's still no Dell logo.
is there a drive connected?
The backlight and the keyboard.
Try hooking up an external monitor to it now that it's looks like it's working, quote unquote.
No, it's just stopped.
Oh, it rebooted.
Yeah.
Disconnect
Just
the battery.
let it go. Let's see what it's doing. Maybe it's
No, yeah.
some sort of weird.
It could be doing a memory test or something in the background. Who knows?
So, do these laptops generally have like just a standard VGA port out, or some crazy little adapter like Apple uses, or something?
No, it has a DVI port.
Or like a physical full-size DVI port?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dang, is that old?
Yeah, most of them are doing HDMI now.
Yeah,
Like micro HDMI or something, or little or full-size
No.
HDMI?
full
Full
size.
size. They don't sell adapters, or rather,
Nah.
most of them don't.
Nobody else does dongles like Apple does dongles.
Yes, that's right.
Oh
That
my
is
god.
true.
Yeah, you need for Apple. You need a dongle for your
Talk about
You need a dongle.
Ethernet.
For,
And,
you need a
everything.
dongle for your dongle.
They, if you get an Edge or what do you call it?
iPad?
The not a laptop Microsoft thing, Surface. You
Surface.
get a Surface or something like that. They have small ports on them. You have to get dongles.
is this
Okay.
kids? Is this supposed to be a kids safe stream? I might be wearing the wrong shirt.
No.
It's acceptable.
it's kind of vague, right?
So I'm calling this one Toast 2. I've dealt with so many Inspirons of this that they all just up and die.
All right, I'll be right back. I got.
Okay. But I'll do the same thing. I'll sell this one for parts as is.
What part did they get off of that? The screen? Keyboard?
Screen, keyboard. Yeah. Right. I'm including the battery with it. The battery holds a charge. So, put it up for $50. Get rid of it. Somebody will buy it.
It's possible.
Because if you go look at the screens for these things, they're more money, right?
Yeah.
Glorious beer.
I don't know, maybe I'm just too cheap.
Screens are expensive, Rutch Techie.
Hey, Tom.
Especially those new Apple ones.
Yeah, you damn right.
And then I bought this Dell Latitude for a customer, and it freezes every time you try to load anything.
Don't load anything.
Don't do
Eric's a problem solver. You can tell you're a supervisor. You know what to say. Like, just don't do it.
Well,
Yeah,
stop
Doctor,
what
it
you're
hurts when
doing.
I do this. Don't do that.
Do it.
But I have to breathe to live. Do you?
Oh, living was your goal. Sorry.
And then I got this one from a customer today. This is what started the whole track down, trying to figure out, because I wanted to test the memory sticks, but I can't.
So which one's that one?
This one is it's a heavy.
Lenovo?
It's a Lenovo. Hold on.
It's got a fancy
It's a
little.
Lenovo something or other.
That's kind of nice, actually. Is that
Yeah.
metal?
Looks like an idea pad. Looks like a newer idea pad.
It's not an idea pad. Hold on, let me go open up my phone here.
Has it like a freaking?
It's an idea flat. As opposed to a pad.
It's a I think I can machine.
So, Michael's workshop said, of course it's frozen. It's in Canada.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Joe says from Joe's Computer Museum says it's yoga.
hold on. It is a Lenovo Legion.
Joe wants to join, by the way. Is there a link for him, or can you scroll up and do it
care
again?
of
Yeah, Joe,
I'll
if you
send it to
scroll,
you, Joe.
okay. Yeah, Joe can totally join.
Oh, okay.
www.
You gotta go. You gotta click on start.
You hit it Alt
Programs.
F4. That's how you do it.
See, and
That
this is
movie.
why I have you on the streams, just to help me.
Joe
talk.
wants in. Should we let him in?
Oh.
Yeah, why not? Might as
Yeah,
well.
like man.
Yeah.
Oh no, I got Dave in.
Yes, Dave. There's gonna be a full party tonight.
Oh, we
we
got
hear
an
echo.
echo going.
Echo.
Echo.
You have the stream going too, Dave?
Echo.
Way to go, Dave.
It's brilliant.
No, just me. I have no other browser open.
Batting.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
The
When you joined, it
Yankees.
echoed.
Oh, Adam, I'm sorry. I thought you were on vacation. That's why I didn't invite you.
I got you, Adam.
Do I have a price on my G5 tower? I
Oh.
put
There we go. Now we're good.
Good? Test?
$45 into it. So if I got $45 back,
Hey,
I'd
Joe.
be happy.
Yep, 45 bucks. Wow, we're gonna have a full
How you
house
doing?
tonight. Look at this party going on over here.
Trina's burning through these IBM laptops, and I'm just waiting for the beige Mac.
There you go.
This is a lie. I know she's lying. There is no beige Mac.
How many people can this thing hold? This little chat thing.
12. See?
Oh,
I don't have external speakers, so it's not me
You see,
echoing.
Garth?
That was Dave. It was Dave that
Oh,
was second earlier.
okay.
Yep, we're good.
It sounded like you had it going through.
Yeah, Retro Techie gets 10 cents.
Yes.
He gets 10
10 cents.
loonies.
More
He
richer
gets
than
10
I was
loonies.
before.
Canadian cents.
And they
Which
don't
is like I
make
think like
pennies.
maybe half a penny altogether.
They
Yeah,
don't make pennies.
I'm not using the G5 tower. It doesn't really have any value to me. I'd just like to get what I paid to buy it, and I put memory in it.
Nice. How much memory?
Which
Yeah,
G5
I don't even remember.
Drive.
Mike, what
It's
did you
called
send me for
DoorDash,
memory?
Garth.
DDR.
Yeah, no, do you remember how much?
I think 4 gigs, wasn't it?
I think so.
Fancy.
Did I put it in this or something else? I don't remember. I'll have to boot it up and get the specs. It's a low end G5 though.
Joe's got a blue SE, huh?
The blueberry. Good. He doesn't need to, he
Oh,
doesn't
my
need the
goodness.
puppetosh anymore. He-
Jeremy,
Okay, Joe,
are you
you-
going to VCF?
Me? I'm sorry.
Jeremy.
Oh.
I could actually just chat this. I don't have to.
Why
That's
would
all
anyone
good.
when you get rid of the 2009 Mac Pro?
All right, let's see. So the
Moment of
issue, with
truth.
Nice SE there, Joe.
the issue with this laptop is that it stops booting
At what point?
when it has both sticks of memory in.
Ah. One of the
Oh.
RAM sticks are bad, or one
Bad
of the
memory
sim-
or a bad memory slot? One of the two.
Yeah. So it does work with one,
Did you test both slots with a single one?
not yet.
Ah, okay.
Did you turn on 32-bit adjusting?
Yes, and I tried a PRAM reset as well. It didn't work.
She got me.
That's all. You look, man. I'll tell you for it's this beige stuff, and I'm heard about beige, and I don't see any beige yet.
Well, I showed you the beige. Okay, watch the screen.
I just say blues. I should say Blues Clues, blue screen with blue gloves and. Wow.
Okay,
Good job,
see?
Joe.
Look, see?
Ooh.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Throw it
Beige.
away.
That was just a piece of paper.
Piece of shit.
I sense a lot of leaky caps in your future.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Starbuck Tech, you're not supposed to give away all my secrets.
That's what you invited me for. I thought.
Hey, Garth, how hot did it get there today?
109.
hot is it?
And it was literally like 85 this morning around 9. So yay!
What did it get up to?
Not today. 109.
Wow, it got up to 108 here.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
I
And
need
here
to know
I
how
am.
hot a guy here.
And here I am here wearing a sweater.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then tomorrow it's supposed to get up to 112 tomorrow.
Yep.
Yes.
Well,
Yikes.
that's because you guys are in the the warm places, aka not Canada.
Dave's in his garage right now. It's like, how hot is it in your garage right now? Like 120?
Oh no, I'm upstairs. It's hotter up here upstairs because we turn our we're on. We cut our power between 5 and 8 because we're on that time saving thing, you know.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
So it gets
Oh,
hotter.
California thing.
Blaze. This is the worst time of year to cut it, but oh well.
Is that the like a California thing that you have to cut? The
Dave.
time saver thing, or is that what you do?
It's an energy saving thing. You can sign up for it, and then we use all 100% solar. So whatever wind and solar, we're off that
Dave,
grid
you should go up
too.
into your attic. It might be cooler up there.
Should be
Okay.
down in the living room.
So, I did test this one known good stick out of the two, and it boots in both slots and it boots up. So we're going to try this other stick, which every time I put it in seems to just not let the computer boot.
Cool.
Let's see what happens.
Process of
Boy,
elimination.
We're making
Yeah.
progress. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
AKA basic troubleshooting.
Yeah.
Well, basic for us because we know what we're doing.
Garth, I was playing with the Mac Plus today, and you know what? That analog board gets really hot. I
Which
mean,
one?
the one that I recapped and I put in it from not this last one, but the one before that. You know, because I had it running for a long time. I let it run for. I mean, you could hardly touch the case on that side.
Okay.
So there's something wrong. So I'm gonna tear into it Saturday or Sunday. And what I did is I took that switch. I took it as part. I took the toggle out. I cleaned all the contacts up in it. So I'm gonna solder that back on the other board because it's getting good contact now. So
Actually, it'd be funny if you had some sort of thermal camera. I mean, but you
Oh,
don't.
yeah.
I know you don't, but if you have one of those little IR, like, you know, temperature
Oh,
things, would be
oh,
interesting
yeah.
too. But
Close enough.
So Dave, you need to start getting Saturdays off so I can join the stream.
Working on it. You know, trying to get it to where I don't have to work on Saturdays anymore. So.
Okay.
Because basically, after the first of the year, I told the boss, I said, I'm done with Saturdays. I said, I've done it all my life. I said, I'll work the rest of the week, but no more Saturdays. So he said, it's fine.
I'm not a Singapore.
Joe, I'm really
So it-
liking the color of that blueberry you got there.
Here, let's make a big
Would you like to see something even cooler in the plans?
Hold on. Let's make it big. Oh.
Yes,
Always.
the blue screen.
oh, neat.
Not sure how that's going to look.
Okay. Now
Yeah,
I need a cherry tosh, a lime tosh.
Joe, it'd be really funny if you had some. You know how, like, in the early or whatever, the 2000s, like blue LEDs with all the hot thing, and they were all super bright and burned your eyes and stuff. If you had some sort of way to put horribly bright blue LEDs, and you control, like, just turn it up louder to the point like it's like, oh my god, my eyes. It's like, no, but normally you don't turn that on until you really want to, like,
Yes.
overclock it. Like a
Have,
blue and
have the blue LED light come out the drive slot.
Curious, what do you think about the blue film to
Flashing
make
lights.
it bluer?
I mean, you'll need to jack up the brightness, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And by the way, Joe, that's not
That
called
looks
film.
more blue.
I like it.
That officially is called gel that they use in stage lighting. as
Yes.
well as film.
Yep, I know.
Yeah.
That's how I hunted for it. It's like, and I learned about that from Fraggle Rock.
Oh, I love
I
that
learned
show.
about
Traveling
that
Matt,
from doing.
Gobo. Anyway,
They do that in modeling too, Joe. They use the gel strips and stuff to change the color of lights and stuff. They use that before LEDs are out.
I have here.
So, it is the one stick of memory.
That's an easy fix. Don't use it.
Causing all the-
Oh wow, LEDs.
So let's plug it
I
in. See
will
what
call
this
this
looks like.
one
shall we?
tomorrow.
Let's see what the color is. Let's see if my guess about the color is correct or not. Yeah, we'll do it this way. This is a 12-volt strip, correct? 12 volts.
So I put up a
Some
web page.
Final week of training is tomorrow.
current.
Garth, did you send Adam a
Give
link?
it all the beans.
I sure did.
Yeah, I think he sent you a link already, Adam.
I just sent Discord to Adam a while back.
Aha. Okay.
He's looking in the wrong place, probably.
He's backstage, so he's waiting for somebody to click him in.
Oh, okay. I see him now. Okay. How do I
Holy
scroll
moly.
down
Look at
there
that.
to let him in?
Whoa, that's perfect.
I can't.
It's very,
I can't.
very bright, Joe.
Ow, my eyes!
I see. I can just
Seriously, this is crazy.
see the
right?
top of his head. It won't let me
Just
scroll
drop
down.
the whole reel in there. Make it a Tron machine. You know, put it on the back of it.
Dave,
Make your
Like
make your
this.
screen
how
bigger.
do you see?
Make your screen bigger, and scroll up.
That's down one hole.
Joe has the best keyboard right there. One of the two best, one, right?
It glows. That has an
Let's-
address on it.
I think I've got that keyboard, don't I?
You do actually have one of those.
Can't.
Yeah, I
Good
do.
one.
It's full screen.
And it's not the one I use all the time.
I don't have to be big anymore. If somebody else wants to show something cool.
Make Joe small, and then that should give you room to put Adam
He's
in.
just like all on the bottom.
You gotta break it up, Captain. Teresa, we're losing power. Okay.
It's crazy blue. You have no idea how blue that is. Nuts.
The way that it is.
It's
Let me-
super
let
bright.
me
You can see
put
it on
my
the keyboard,
camera.
Joe.
Yeah, I have everybody, but he's right down here, and I can't get to him.
You can make us smaller. You would pick the little pictures that are smaller.
I can edit the name.
Make us tiny.
There. Now you should be able, because I can't see him. You're the only one that can see him. So
Yeah, I can't. It's just like
Maybe if
how
you-
you have those
maybe if you
previews.
have him
He's
drop
down
and
below
then have
my
him
name.
Would it help if he dropped and then?
Yeah,
came
but it's
back in
gonna
again
just
and-
put him back on me.
'cause I usually just popped up with a message.
you got your okay. You got your screen scrolled up all the way, right?
Yeah, it's full screen. I can't make it any bigger.
Well, that's
Hold
weird.
on. Oh, I have an idea. I can control minus or command minus. Haha.
Does anybody on this
There we
stream
go.
know about computers?
There he is.
Whoa!
Learn
Hey,
about
I'm
it.
here.
There he is.
Well, some
Hi.
roll plus
Sorry about
minus
that, Adam.
trickery.
I'm gonna run and get some water. What I
Totally
did
let
is I
you
pressed
in.
command and minus.
Like I have a beer that
Right back.
matches Joe's computer.
Oh, blue moon.
That's
that's
so
neat.
bright, Joe. It's like washing out your other lights.
I think that's cooler than the pumpkin tosh.
Dude, it's gonna be nuts.
It's
This
so-
Yeah,
one-
so he's not going to need the Punkatosh anymore. He can just go ahead and send that to me. You know, I'm just saying. I'll be retro techie in this one and say, can I have it?
Contemplating how to do the lights on this one.
Yeah.
so bright. It's perfect. Should have a knob on the front that goes to 11. I mean, as you turn up, just the LEDs get brighter and brighter.
I could run the whole thing through a big potentiometer for that. Yeah, that could be nuts.
Ah, my eyes. Thank goodness for blue LEDs.
I don't know. I'm thinking about it now. I don't know. I'm probably gonna do a live stream tomorrow night and actually like put it together.
Cool.
Ew.
Oh, and by the way, this is the power supply for that laptop.
Oh yeah,
It's a chonker.
that's that Legion. That's a gamer laptop.
Okay, yeah,
That explains the chonker and all of the features and all of that stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, we sell Lenovo's where I work, so
Okay.
I'm not going to say I know everything about Lenovo's, but I've seen things. Joe knows things even before Dave says it.
All right, because there we go. So one
There's
beige.
a beige.
Oh, headphones for the.
That came with the iPad.
Oh,
Okay. There's another iPad on this week's one.
oh, is there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but it's probably got a dead battery like the
Oh,
rest
it's Eric
of them.
talking. Okay. I was like,
Yeah.
I thought
Okay.
Trina's voice suddenly changed all of a sudden. I was like,
It's my
looking
voice.
at
Yeah,
the
I was
screen, I was
like-
like, what's going on here?
I'm sorry, my wife was talking to me.
we just heard another random lady. We're like, what? Where? Who? Huh?
She's not a random lady. She's my
Okay.
lady.
So,
It's a song or something, I'm pretty sure, but
I have a screwdriver.
Okay.
holy smokes, Trin, you ripped the back off that fast.
I went to go get the stuff to make it. Yeah, well, the screws already out. So I'm not, and also I went to the hardware store, or go to the hardware store today, but they're closed for Labor Day. So I just have the screwdriver. Oh, and I'm gonna put on speaker.
It only has one gigantic screwdriver. Do any work.
Right?
can't do this. I don't know.
Going down.
So how do I do?
Oh yeah, so Adam, actually I cleaned up that 120 Mac 128 case today. I just scrubbed the hell out of it in the sink and it came out pretty good.
That's cool. I saw your turntable.
Yes. Honestly,
So-
yours is much better. Yours is actually a real turntable. I bought that thing like months
Turntables
ago.
and a microphone.
Yeah.
Where it's at.
Got two turntables.
I got two turntables and a
Oh, boy,
microphone.
Ready for
No, I'm not singing. No.
I got
No.
two turntables and a microphone.
Demonetized.
It
On
sounds.
my channel.
Copyright strike for everyone.
So
Yeah.
how do I do this? Just put the screwdriver underneath this?
You ground.
Yeah,
You gotta have a ground.
You gotta
To
grab
grab
it.
it first.
Don't touch the metal bits.
You have
Don't-
to have that ground
not
piece
worried
there.
about-
Like,
You have to ground the screwdriver.
Oh well, I'm not worrying about that. It's been off for like 3 years. So
Oh,
Mm,
The
I'm sure there's probably nothing left.
where's the
Yeah.
electricity going to go when you stick the screwdriver underneath?
you
I don't know.
Exactly.
you also have to note that those cathode ray tubes act as capacitors and can literally suck juice from the air. They can
Yes.
recharge themselves,
No.
you can.
and you still want, like, even when you're working on them, you're supposed to ground the anode hole to the ground pin, to the ground lug, just to
And
keep
leave it
them
ground.
charged while they're sitting there. I've had them
Yes.
spark on me, having after been discharged, but sitting over to the side for like a moment. So yeah,
Okay, so
In
I
other
will
words,
get the
be
proper
careful.
parts to make this properly grounded. 'Cause-
Just, do you have an extension cord you don't care about?
no.
Oh,
I mean, when
'Cause that's what
when
I
I
did.
do these, I always plug the power in because I want that ground to ground.
no.
Because if I don't plug it in, or if I don't run the chassis ground to a real ground, I don't get a pop because it doesn't ground anything. What
You don't
ground
always get a pop, but you don't have to do that either. They don't recommend
so
it in the service manual.
So it's so funny what you guys are talking about because I agree. Actually, I'm very curious about the actual real answer to this because I agree with both of you. And I will say that the answer is the third thing, which someone just suggested there, of course. You actually create a cable that only connects to ground off the pins. That way you know it's actually to ground, but not necessarily power going into it. And then you know for
Right.
absolutely sure it is grounded. But obviously, Adam's also right because the power's not going anywhere, so you don't have to switch on, right?
Well,
I mean,
it just
yeah,
goes
yeah.
into
When,
the
they
frame.
when I
but
was
get
in
it.
Apple
Yeah.
service check, we had a cord that plugged into the IEC connector where the power plugs in, but it just had one wire to it to the ground pin, and then we
Really?
were supposed to run that to either the ground on an outlet, like with a screw lug, or to we had a ground on our workstation, so that the ground in the machine is actually going to ground. If it's just a loose machine, there is no ground. It's a piece of plastic with a metal frame in it that it doesn't get ground from the air. It has to, ground has to be ground. It has to go to a metal pipe, or it has to go to the electrical ground, or it has to go to something that's grounded. Now this is a service kit. This is service parts from back in, like, Quadricentris stays, but it was
Oh.
all stuff that was applicable to like compact mechs too.
Really? Okay. I haven't looked at a service manual since 1988. So
Yeah,
It's funny because the actual
Real
the one I
men
cracked
don't
open
read
this weekend, the one I
What
cracked
you don't
open
want
this
to do
weekend
is
was
ground
literally
yourself.
popped.
Because if it does discharge, you want it to go through you to and only hold one hand on it, so it goes through
Yep.
your hand and goes to the ground.
yeah, no, I understand, but okay.
The one I did this weekend, the 128, it actually did pop, which is literally the first time I've ever heard it, and I did not have it plugged in. So what did it do?
If you leave
right?
it plugged in with the
Right.
power on, it'll do it.
Well, it probably discharged into the chassis,
Right, exactly. But
but
Yeah.
go ahead.
is
Yep,
it fully
it's not-
discharged then? I don't know.
Right, exactly. So
Or
it's
is
interesting. I
chassis
think
now
you're right.
hot?
And I will say this is what we probably need to do is create a cable that's only grounded to ground or just literally leave it plugged in. But the safer thing is probably only grounded to ground that we are not accidentally touching the sun. And
Well, like the way I've been
shocking
doing it with the
yourself.
test chassis is I screw my discharge tool lead to the corner where the CRT actually normally is grounded to. You can see it in Trina's video there.
Right.
But I have a wing nut on that plug, so I can just screw my ground onto that, and I do have the power supply plugged into the power outlet with the computer off, and then I discharge and it goes pop every time. At least if it's on one that's been on recently.
That's interesting.
And I forgot to plug it in one time and it didn't pop, and it was one that was on recently. And then as soon as I plugged it in, it did. So, I mean, this is one of those things like how much thermal paste you should use.
Yeah.
That's everybody's going to argue about it. I can just
Best
tell you
answer, of course.
I can tell you what I was told to do when I was at Apple Surface Tech back in the 90s and very early 2000s, and what I do now and what works for me. But of course, everybody's going to have their own idea.
I think it makes sense. Definitely the ground part. And,
It does. It does.
Honestly,
I
the
wish
best
I
thing,
still
of
had
course-
that cord. It basically looked like a power cord, but it just had only one pin in it, and the other end was just like a screw lug.
So I found
The
this
best thing is get like one of those high voltage meters, right? You can actually jam into the anode and actually see the voltage. You're like, there's nothing there. We're good, right? You've seen like
So I found one of
Adrian has
these
one of those.
funky cables that I don't mind cutting up.
Oh goodness, yes.
Okay.
Please, let's-
Well, you don't actually have to cut it up. Just break the two spades off the end, and then you
Yeah.
just have a ground pin, and you can plug it into the ground.
There you go.
Well, what would I did I don't need to put anything around the screwdriver?
No. Well,
Oh yeah. Well,
you
I
do.
mean, yeah,
You
you
still have to have that
wire
ground
something to
lead.
that.
Yeah, see that's what I was thinking. I could take off the ends of this and use the
What I
wire
was
for it.
what I was suggesting didn't have Adam's solution with it. He's suggesting something in addition to what I was going to say.
Well, I mean, what you could do that in this case, instead of plugging it in, is if you want to do it without plugging it in, you can take that cord you have there, break the
Yeah.
two spades off, and plug that into the wall, just the ground, and the other end, cut the cord off and connect the green wire to your screwdriver.
Okay.
So you wouldn't ground to the chassis; it would be to the ground.
Yeah, you'd just be putting it to ground, but it wouldn't even involve the computer that way, which is
Yeah.
probably the safest way to do it. What I really want to do is just I have a like a ground strap in my basement that's kind of hard to get to. I'm going to get a big long green cord and hook it to that, and just not even touch the chassis at all for doing the discharge. That way it just grounds into the ground.
I know when we used to set up equipment, that was from our company, that was one of the requirements that they had to have clean, dedicated power with a 7-foot copper ground in the ground, and your power's attached to that, so it goes right to earth ground, and that way you don't get any cross interference from any other of the outlets because it's on its own dedicated power.
I think the reason that Apple did it the way they did was so that they didn't have to rely on us having just a standalone ground. They knew we would have an outlet, so they let us use the way it worked was that you use that 1-pin power cable, and then the discharge tool is a alligator clip that you'd alligator clip onto the chassis.
Yeah.
I think you need to have you have to go through that ground wire to the chassis and also what you're talking about. In case there's any potential on the chassis, wouldn't you?
The ground wire should be attached to chassis with that little green wire that.
Right, that's why they had us
connects to the
ground. We grounded the computer with the power cable that was just one ground cable,
Yeah.
and then we alligator clip onto the chassis, so it was going through
So
the
you're doing
chassis
both.
into the
Yeah.
ground. Yeah, it was doing both.
Okay.
I mean, for a one-off, you're probably fine just going to ground, but I don't, you know.
Hmm.
Well, we'll find out the Wi-Fi.
Let's see.
I'm just trying to find my clippers.
Trying to ship a package.
The case of the Steves. Can't find something.
Print label.
Where did I put my clippers?
Yeah, so Dave, it was so hot here today. All we ended up doing was washing cases. And that was like at 7 a.m. this morning. By like 8:30, it was too hot to do anything else.
Are you in Cali as well?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Central California.
It's 90 degrees right now here. This is at 9:42 at night.
It's bad. Well, you got the humidity there, right?
Oh yeah. Insane humidity. Let me go to the hourly. See what it's gonna be like the rest of the night.
We're at 11% humidity with 97-degree temperatures, and we have fires going on all around.
Yeah, that 90 degrees is what the humidity is. It's 81, but feels like 90. And then tomorrow is what? Tomorrow the high is going to be 80. Nope, there it goes up into the hundreds. Never mind, I lied.
Just bear
Garth,
with
you
me. I'm
just
trying
on
to
your
find
video.
my clippers.
What? No. Shh.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm
I
just
don't know what you're
rambling.
talking
Shut up.
I literally looked up a guide to how to do that. You want to know the trick? Here's the
Steve
formula.
says
Joe, this might help you with your channel. The formula is you need number plus adjective plus keyword plus promise. That is your clickbait. So it's number, adjective, keyword, promise. 6
No,
Fun.
not promise, lies.
ways to degosh your CRT cheaper.
Let me see that.
That's
What's up, Steve?
So, Trina, are you going to be recapping this? Like, why are you doing all this?
Oh, so I'm sending it off to Steve to be recapped.
Send it to him fully charged. Let him deal with that.
Yeah, he's got
Sending
the
it.
tool. Steve has the tool to take care of that. Anyway,
I mean, are you setting the whole computer, or just the analog?
No,
board?
I'm just saying the boards.
yeah, then you don't have to worry about the CRT right now. Then, I
What
mean,
model is that?
can if you want to.
It's the
a
Macintosh Classic.
It's the poop.
Yeah,
It's a quality machine.
I hate those.
Hey, Garth, you know what's really funny about that little trick? It worked.
Good.
And I clicked on it, and I'm like, you son of a...
So Joe, you know what's funny about this? I'll tell you this. I'm like, I was telling my wife, it's like, I'm gonna go around VCF and I'm gonna put this on different computers I can run it on, because right? You saw. But I'm realizing, like, wait, there's only like so few computers that can actually do this.
Yeah.
Oh well, whatever. It's good now.
I may or may not be printing
Ah,
something
gotcha.
in 120 point font right now. Because I need reminders. Anyway,
So when was the last
This
time
is the
you
wrong
guys-
card.
So when's the last time you guys hand edited HTML?
Oh gosh, I made a
20
whole
years,
website
maybe.
for our tech support
Yeah.
department at Diamond in the 90s.
I occasionally edit. I have this one HTML file sitting on my desktop, which is just an index file that I occasionally edit I need to send somebody a file
FTP, baby.
so I can throw it on my web server and then edit the file so it like points at that file so I can give them an actual web page, like a directory to go to. But that's just editing an Ahref real quick. That's all I do with manual editing nowadays.
I'm trying to reproduce what I did when I first learned how to do web programming, which was essentially static pages, right?
Yeah.
But I'm trying to do it so that it's Web 1.1 compliant.
Oh, that's all I know how to do.
Yeah. And I keep running into, I can't do that. That's not available.
My old website actually had almost 1 million users on that forum for a while. I wrote the whole main part of the site by hand. It was I think it's about 50 pages.
That's nothing. I had a GeoCities site and it had a counter at the bottom, and it got to like 35.
Did he just say GeoCities? Oh my god!
Where did that point to? Your MySpace?
Never had a GeoCities.
Oh god, I remember those
MySpace.
old free website generating site things or whatever, free host. Oh god, I remember those.
Well, I even put my number for my ICQ if somebody wants to send me a message.
Flower
Hey,
power.
my website had its own dedicated IRC server that went with it. I think that channel is still running. Somebody else took it over.
Oh man, I tell you right now, IRC was. I mean, you had IRC, you had ICQ, you had AIM.
Yep.
I don't even Yahoo Messenger, Chalk, or what the heck it was called.
How
There's
many
so
of you
many
actually
different
downloaded files off of RC?
Not me.
I did.
I have never been on an IRC server.
Really?
I used to
that
download
tells
a
you
lot
how-
of wares on IRC.
There you
I
go.
have.
So that tells you right there. Remember what Mike said earlier? Mike, at the very beginning, Mike, you're like, I'm the oldest. You and I are the oldest. I'm not sure who's
No.
older, but
I'm older.
No.
that's it right there.
I predate
That's
that.
the way.
IRC was the dark web back in the
Yeah.
90s.
Yes.
And the best part was every file was split into about 15 or 30 different files.
Oh, God.
I can't
that's-
remember. You used to have to use. I can't remember what the hell the software was. I can't remember. I think it might have been Unrar or something to put them all together.
WinRAR,
Luxury.
Unrar or something?
Luxury.
Yes.
Rarj, Narj.
That's luxury. I used to have to dial up BBSs over long distance to download files.
No, I remember those days. Trust me.
I ran a BBS in the late 80s and like 91 or something.
Yeah.
Actually, hold on, Mike. I'm sorry. Now that Eric and Adam are here, yeah, we're not the oldest.
Yeah.
Garth, I'm older than you are.
Back in the day.
I can guarantee
Hey, I
I'm
had-
older than you.
I had phone numbers to dial in 3 different area codes. I had all of Southern California covered.
Yeah.
Shoot, I think I'm older than Mike, probably.
I used to run a BBS on an IBM PS2 running OS2. It was great.
I ran a BBS on a 5150.
Mine ran
Actually, I
on a
never
Mac
did. I
2.
got the 5150 and I had intentions to do so, but I never did.
Mine ran on a Mac 2 with a Radius rocket in it.
I played with cardboard as a child.
And I had 6 serial
I
ports.
went
which
outside
is
and
awesome.
ate dirt as a child.
Dude, cardboard,
Gotta have 6 serial ports.
the refrigerator box, Eric.
Right?
Right?
No, I'm talking about cereal boxes. They put stuff on the back. You cut it out. You can play
Oh.
with it.
Oh, yeah.
Or even the cereal boxes. You can take a whole bunch of cereal boxes and put them on a big piece of cardboard and make a city out of them, and then play with
Yep.
your Matchbox cards.
We used to make cardboard forts.
Jarts were legal when I was a child.
You gotta get the Captain Crunch whistle so you can get free
I
phone
remember
calls.
cars didn't have seatbelts.
Did you see the question Steve asked you, Mike, in chat?
Where were those SideQuest discs from your BBS?
SideQuest discs.
No, the SideQuest discs were not from the BBS.
You want to join Steve and hang out with us? I'm sure there's room. Maybe. I'm not sure.
Steve doesn't like us.
I know. He's gonna
I-
say he's gotta go clean a bunny pen or something.
This box should work.
No, technically, I've already received the text from Steve, so I know where he is. It's all good.
Oh. Did he lock himself in a gun
He had
safe?
the birthday party.
I'm never gonna forget that excuse. I locked myself in a gun safe so I couldn't join Mac.
Gun safe. I don't even own a gun.
I have in my house we have 4 gun safes, closet full of guns.
Steve is whining.
Uh-oh.
Actually, hey Trina, I'm gonna go. I have to go. I'm in trouble.
You just have to go.
See you
Bye,
all.
Garth.
Goodbye.
All right,
Don't get
Garth.
yourself in trouble now. Now there's room for Steve for sure. Garth left. Have a good one, Garth.
All
Don't get in
right, so you
trouble.
said take the
High
green
flowers.
one.
I love how
You could.
Yeah, he said the
What?
green one.
Yeah, the green is ground. It's always ground. In North
Okay.
America, it's usually white, black, and green. The green is ground.
Well, these are blue, brown, and
Okay.
green.
Okay, blue and brown are the two you don't want. That's brown is live and blue is neutral. That's UK and Europe colors.
AKA Canada.
You could always just test it out to see.
Yeah, I mean you can use if you have a meter. You can
Yeah, multimeter.
continuity
Oh, okay,
between
okay.
the brown pin and the green wire. It's
Yeah,
gonna be green.
I was
but,
thinking. I was thinking. Eric meant, just
Yeah.
try it on yourself, see what happens.
yeah, just look
Testing is not the same thing as trying.
yeah.
Depends on who you talk to.
I'm a programmer. We don't test in production.
No, that's
Big bubble wrap.
production. you don't put bad code into. Well, sometimes that happens.
Well, wait a minute. Maybe I should rephrase that. I work for government. We don't put test in production.
But wait, you're
Or
government,
don't
so you
test.
don't test anything. You just put it live.
Are you sure? Because I've worked for the government before, and some of the stuff they put out was pretty.
Well, it
Beta-
depends on which
beta-like.
branch of the government, I guess.
Excuse me.
That was the state of Texas. If that tells you anything.
Well, yeah, I think that tells me everything.
Almost done.
Yeah, she has a weapon. Somebody playing with, was that tape or bubble wrap?
That's me. I'm taping up a box. I'm shipping something to Rudy.
Oh, Rudy, you're getting a prize.
A surprise.
Oh, hey, Boss Cat. Hey, Ginger. Mean Cat decided to come get some pets.
Sending stuff to Canada is sort of a pain in the butt, but
Yeah, I
I can
owe
imagine.
Trina a laptop.
Well, wait till I move, Eric.
Yeah, well, okay, no problem there. It's gonna be a while. Honestly,
Twist his
it'll be a
arm.
while before I can send it to you. So
Okay.
When you moving, Trina?
End of the month.
So how long are you gonna be down?
Oh, I won't be down at all.
Oh, cool. You going to a much bigger place?
I'm moving from a one-bedroom apartment
yeah, I'm
to
going
a
to in a minute here. Is there anything you need?
No, what are you guys doing about tomorrow? Are you
We're gonna call in tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Sorry.
There's
Side
Boss
cover.
Kitty again.
So, to answer your question, I'm moving into a one-bedroom.
What are you in now?
I'm in a one-bedroom apartment. I'm moving into a bedroom. I'm sharing an apartment with somebody.
Oh, you're becoming a roommate.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. I'm like, you're moving into a bedroom like a studio?
All right.
I couldn't do roommates again. Nope. Mm-mm. Brothers don't count.
Oh man, that knife on your desk hanging with the handle hanging off is like just like all my agita is just like 100%.
I'll move it off for you.
Well,
It's what she hasn't told everybody is that it's still hanging off the edge of the desk.
No, it's not.
Not that you could tell anyway.
You can't see it. It doesn't exist. Oh my god, my owner's gone.
See, look. Not off the desk.
I'm just messing.
I know. I'm not so exactly. So, the two prongs are off. Ta-da. So, down this. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. And I got the tape on. Okay.
you all right, Mike?
I think you still need to ground it to the chassis, though. I don't think it's enough just to do that.
Well, we'll find out. Everybody just have nine.
It's
Well,
easier if well, you got it. Never mind. I was going to say you don't bump the end of the tube there,
Oh, yeah.
or
Yeah,
you'll
be
have a
careful of
sad like I did.
Okay, let me
He
turn the
speaks from
focus.
experience.
Well, I dropped an entire case back on it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
Just shattered the glass part, right?
Yeah.
Snap
Well,
right
just
off.
just broke the tip right off. That's it.
Oh,
Come
And I
on.
heard
Need a
that
replacement?
slow hiss.
Yep.
That slow, sad hiss.
Oh man, that stinks.
I mean, like Eric, it's really easy to fix. You just got to go to space.
True. I would enjoy microgravity for a short time.
Somebody's
There we
telling me they
go.
want treats. Did you get it?
I got it.
Yay! No sparks. At least I didn't hear any sparks.
No
Or see
spark.
any.
Can
no.
you?
There's Spitz sparking.
There you
What
go.
happened?
Spits
Good
and
job.
sparking.
It's alive. It's rotating itself.
It'll spark in a while when it feels like it.
When it's plugged in, when it's plugged in and the power on, and then you do that, does it spark then?
Yeah, you get like that air gap spark.
So how do you take out the board?
Carefully, very carefully.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
You have to unplug the board.
Unplug all the cables and the power and all that good stuff.
Everything
I
looks
guess. I don't know.
unplugged.
So,
Except a little thing on the top here.
Trina, before you do anything else,
Yeah.
I think some of the audience would be a little happier if you actually grounded that lead to the chassis.
What lead?
In other words, the way the service manual describes it, instead of just grounding to electrical ground off the
Oh.
chassis,
Well, right now there's nothing plugged in to the computer.
right? Well, you could touch the. Well, would it make any sense to do that now? To touch the leads of the anode to the ground?
Like why? I want to understand why you think the chassis needs to be grounded. Because the only thing
Well,
that
I'm just reading what I think it's Francois. I don't know French, so as Retro Techie points out to me all the time. So
okay. Well, the logic board's out of the machine, right?
Yeah, the logic board's already on the machine.
oh, it's already out, so it's too
There's only
late
two
anyway.
things in
Never
there's the
mind.
analog board and the CRT itself. So if you
Yeah,
ground
never
the
mind.
chassis, you're just grounding the same thing that's already grounded. I mean,
You'd have to talk to Francois.
okay.
More
Well,
complicated than I am.
I know.
I know.
I've made my idea clear. You guys,
Yep.
you can do it however you want. It's a touchy subject. So
I understand. I understand.
yeah.
More importantly, look at all that rust.
Yeah, I know.
Look straight down.
The battery blew up in this one.
Oh wow.
Ugh.
But it didn't really affect the board much.
No
Which is
by
nice.
854 maybe. You think FedEx cares if the dimensions are exactly right?
Is that screwdriver a screwdriver plugged into the end of another screwdriver?
No, it's literally one screwdriver.
Oh,
It still has its
that's cool.
tag on it.
Yeah,
The
because
tag was so far down, I'm like, that looks weird.
I use the tag. What I do is I slide it up like this, and then I hang it on the wall.
Okay. Well, I got to work in the morning, so I'm going to sign off.
Okay.
Okay,
You're
Eric.
the supervisor.
Hi, Eric.
I am not your supervisor.
The supervisor.
This
I'm
time
your
you're sick.
supervisor.
Well, I got to work in the
Alright,
morning too,
Eric.
but it's 10 p.m. here, and I work from home. I don't drive.
I'm actually going to. I'm supposed to go into the office tomorrow, but I'm not going to because we might have been exposed to somebody who's positive
Oh no.
Oh.
for COVID.
Goody.
Oh,
So,
boy.
yeah,
Yikes.
Better
but
safe than
I need
sorry,
to get
right?
some sleep tonight. So,
No
All
problem.
right.
All right, Eric. Have a good
bye.
one. Have fun
Thank
at
you.
ACF West.
Bye.
Midwest.
Au
Yep,
revoir.
I'll see you guys at VCF.
Okay, cool.
Vic, if
Okay, so I noticed that there's cables coming from the board. These cables to this thingy.
Mhm.
Do I need to take this off?
you can either remove that
Yeah.
or disconnect the cable from the board. It honestly is easier to pull that off the back of the yoke or back of the CRT. Just pull
So
it
just
straight
pull it.
up.
Just pull it straight up. Okay.
Straight up. You may need a little bit of a wiggle, but don't wiggle too much.
Just, there you go.
There you go. Yay! No cracks
Now
or
that-
flops.
Break the glass off the back, right off the end. Just give it a snap.
Or just kick Retro out of here for his shenanigans.
That's why I have him here. So he's allowed to stay.
I know it's all that you got that Canadian favoritism.
I'm Quebecer though. We're not really Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You guys are something worse.
Is that
Uh-huh.
board?
Huh?
Yeah, it's screwed on there. What machine is this again?
Classic.
Oh, okay, that's why it's different. Never mind.
Yeah, it's not one of those SE thingamajiggies or whatever it is.
Crapic.
So I assume this screw has to come out.
Sure.
Sure.
Hey,
Get the
I've
remote.
never done this before. That's why I just said sure. You know, I don't know how. I think Steve's the only one I really see that didn't. This worked on a classic that I can think of. Maybe Adam. I don't know.
I have a range.
I actually sent my classic board to Steve and had him recap it before I got it back and sold on the computer. I really don't like those.
What are you doing, G? What do you mean, meow?
Okay, so. Oh. Oh. Well, that was easy.
Now don't yank. There might still be something connected.
Yeah, I'm being careful.
Yank it. No, I'm kidding.
Just cut the
you
wires.
go.
What's the difference? It's not
Yeah.
used anymore.
Oh, I see there's a connector here. Okay.
Fun fact: when you accidentally ground or cross connect the horizontal and vertical parts of the yoke in an SE, you get a line across the screen.
I hate when that happens.
I mean, I have no idea how I would have figured that out. Custom wiring a yoke that doesn't match the tube and the blueberry tosh to it, but you know, whatever. That has wire colors that don't match any wire colors. But, you know, whatever.
Okay. Oh, so far so good.
There's like one. There's one cable way at the front there. It looks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
true.
Oh, we know you got it. You got it. Never mind.
I got it. Yep.
Good, good.
Now throw that whole thing into the street.
The only thing
Oh.
I'm fixing is a broken beer glass.
Oh, I don't think that's good. Okay, hold on. Let me
Man,
move it a
that
little
frame really got tore up by that battery, didn't it?
Oh my
Wow.
goodness, yeah. How long did it sit battery bombed?
I don't know. Fortunately, the logic board doesn't seem to be that badly affected by it.
Print a doodle.
Is that a bunch of screws on her desk?
Yeah,
Okay.
but there's. I don't know if you can. I'm going to try to zoom in here. Can you see this cap here with the
Goo.
white gooey stuff coming out of it?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I see it. Yeah, I see it. See.
Oh, that
Draining.
looks like
glue.
glue.
That's glue.
Yeah,
That's
they
that
glue a lot of
Okay.
the caps.
That's hot glue.
Okay. I was like, that's bad.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
either
the analog boards are generally okay in these. It's the
Okay.
motherboards that take a crap load of
Let me find the
Cap
motherboard.
juice.
for the thing.
in any case, Steve's gonna fix it. He's taking it to repair and use.
I
right?
trust Steve.
Steve was able to fix mine, and it was really bad.
If I had any
Having been
page
three
stuff,
times
I trust
last
Steve to
night
do it.
was Wonderful.
Say that again.
Spaceballs joke. It's dumb. Never mind.
Well, you
Sorry.
were both talking at once.
So whoever else was talking talked because I was being dumb.
All
I
those
just printed
things
out the label for Rudy's package. It's only 7 pages to ship it to Canada.
Why do you
Only
need 7
7?
pages? Why do you need
Wow.
7 pages? I'm confused.
Because there's like customs junk and declarations and the new USMCA garbage that you have to fill
And you're-
out.
And you're shipping computer stuff, so it's probably other things.
Well, it's old enough that it was actually manufactured in the USA, which, believe it or not, makes it way easier.
Okay.
Because it was made by Microsoft in Washington in 1980.
Dang.
I got to go find a FedEx envelope. I'll be right back.
Cool.
All right.
I'm just trying to find the logic board for this somewhere.
Oh, here we go. Another. Yep.
How much
She
is it
lost it.
costing to send this to Steve? By the way, I'm kind of
I
curious.
don't know yet.
Like, is it even worth it? Like, I picked these things up for like $30.
Well,
It's
it's
always-
not mine. It's actually a client's. And Steve said he wanted to do some analog boards before he took a look at the one that I have.
So he's fixing it and gonna send it back to you.
And then she's
Is
going to send it back
financially
to
making
the
you
client.
money though. Like,
I've only had it from the client for 3 years.
okay.
Wow.
At all.
That sounds like Bruce's board that got lost in Australia. Whose board was that? Is that Rudy's board or something?
was Javier.
Hobbs, yeah, one of those two
Javier,
guys.
yeah.
Javier sent it to me. I couldn't fix it. I sent it to Steve. Steve couldn't fix it. We sent it to Bruce, and he fixed it in about 20 minutes. After sitting in limbo.
No. He fixed it 3 years. It took him 3 years to get it. Then he fixed it. That's crazy.
Even with that, he's still beating Steve's record. So.
Yeah. Hey. Now, did he get it back to the person? Has it been sent back to
nope, it's
whoever?
still sitting there. He's gonna get it sent back to either me or Javier eventually. I asked him to give me pricing to do it, but he's been super busy, as he is.
Does anyone know what this would be?
That's the memory card,
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
and it's 3 megs of RAM to it. It only has one on board.
Okay, that's part of it.
Whoa, your mic is doing something weird there, Mike.
Mike, your mic has gone off.
The monster.
Yeah, it's doing that robot-y thing or whatever. But it's okay. You were coughing, so that was perfect timing, actually.
And I'm also sending. Steve said that he wanted this thing.
Dell, whaty?
Any garbage
Oh,
you can find, he
it's
wants.
tape drive.
That's
Is that SCSI tape drive?
Yeah,
I got one of those.
He's just gonna lose it in his basement.
that's okay. I'm either that or I'm throwing it out. So
He might still be in chat. I gotta be careful.
Maybe when you throw more garbage in there, it'll raise some of the good stuff to the top.
I'm trying to find a logic.
I mean, just I can't even imagine what kind of stuff is hidden in Steve's basement that he's forgotten about.
Well, he posted something on Twitter. I think it was today or yesterday. It was like, oh, I moved this stuff so I could see if I could store something in this shelf behind here. And there was like a G5 and an iMac or something behind there. That he forgot he had.
What? That's crazy.
I'm gonna go put this box out for FedEx before I forget.
Mike, your
All right.
mic is muted.
Your eChem is eChemmed.
Testing.
I'll
One,
be
two,
right
three.
back.
Testing.
Oh, we muted
now
himself
it's,
again.
now it's muted.
I'm
Okay.
muted.
Now,
Yeah, now it's working. Yeah.
I could take 10 things out of Steve's basement and he'd never know.
You could take 100 things. You could take 100 things out of his basement as long as the one off the main shelves.
No,
You
I'm
see,
not
you wouldn't know.
ignorant. I'm not that ignorant. I just take 10 things.
Hey, I just want one of his I think they're G5s. You said they were the ones that look like the Mac Pros.
Yeah.
I just want one of those. I'd be happy. I don't know why. I
He
probably would never use
Steve
it.
would probably notice that missing. That's pretty big.
I thought about going over there and taking my dual 1.8 G5 and swapping it for his quad.
Yeah.
Because he'd never know.
No, he wouldn't.
I was talking to him today, and behind him there was 5 G5 towers and 3 Mac Pro towers, all on the bottom of the shelf.
Mhm.
He's like, "Oh, if you want that, come over here and get it." Like, I don't think he really needs all those or wants all those. They do use a lot of room.
If I was close enough to actually go there and grab one from him, and give him like $100 or whatever, what are they worth? I don't know. I would, but being in Florida and him being way up there and up north in the, in the nuclear state of Jersey, it's.
You don't want to go up to New Jersey. You'll start glowing before you leave.
I know it. I've been to New Jersey. I've been to the hood. I've been to Camden. I went there for a concert and regretted every minute of it. I wish I had a-
Every time I leave New Jersey, they measure me with a freaking with a Geiger counter when I re-enter the state. I think that's why you have to pay to get back into Pennsylvania. Because that's how they afford to check to make sure you're not radioactive.
Hey,
what's going
just
on?
got an
Tina?
email.
Email from.
From there's a museum that's trying to restore an Apple IIe, and they were having all kinds of trouble. They were posting on Facebook about it, and I'm like, well, I'll just send you a motherboard and a 80 column card and whatever, and here you go. And they're like, well, what do you want for that? And I'm like, well, I saw in the picture you had this card that you don't need, and they're like, they already had verified they don't need it. I'm like, just give me that, and then you can have this other parts. So they just verified that they got the parts. Everything works now, and I got the part that they sent me, which was a really hard to find RGB card. So it worked out for everybody.
Yep.
Yay!
Yay!
I saw that you posted it today on Facebook.
What, the card? I posted on Twitter.
Was it Twitter? Yeah, I saw that. It was working. I was
Yeah, I didn't post it on Facebook yet because that's where we were doing the stuff, and I wanted to make sure he was good before I posted there. Like, hey, I got this thing, and I sent you a bunch of garbage. But yeah, he just posted that he hooked it all up and it works. So
nice.
Cool.
Nice.
I like trades
Very nice.
the best, personally. I think it's the best way of doing it.
Yeah, he was working, I think, with Javier to make this like demo system using a W drive and whatever, and there was something wrong with the computer. It was just crashing. So he had tried like everything I would have tried, and then plus he had like 20 people on Facebook telling him to do a bunch of other stuff, and like nothing worked. So it's like, just have another motherboard. Here you go.
And send the old motherboard to Steve to fix.
Based on the description, I think he's got like a rust issue, so I don't think anybody really wants that board.
Nah. Wait a second. Is that a puck mouse on Dave's back behind on Dave's screen there? A blue puck mouse hanging up by the.
I think that's a microphone, an old beige microphone.
No, it's blue. It's color blue. It's all the way in the
Blue?
back by the books or whatever on the shelf.
Oh, on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be. It's hard to tell.
Hold on for a sec. I'll blow him up.
Oop, that's you though.
Yeah, I know. That's
Yeah,
me.
wrong.
Hang on.
Yeah, it looks like a puck mouse.
Yeah, it's facing the wrong way. Yeah, it's just like a blueberry puck
There you
mouse
go.
next to a Pro mouse or the pill-shaped one.
Yep.
And some floppy and a zip tools disc.
And
So I don't know how
there he
to
is.
do it to logic board yet, but I'll find it. And then I'll
I
send
think
it.
that's a remote for an iPod, maybe? I don't know. Sorry, Trina, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay.
I think one's a microphone. Then another one might be like a remote, and then there's just dongles and
A TV out of VGA.
adapters.
That's an iPod remote, a DVI
Yeah.
adapter, mini VGA adapter,
Yeah,
clamshell clamshell composite out cable.
Yeah.
It was like,
I have all those things, but they're all in a box, and I don't know where they are. What you can't see in his picture is what he showed on his stream the other day, which was hilarious, was the iPhone taped to the ceiling, basically, so that he can get a better signal.
One does what one must.
excuse me. I don't understand. I mean, I couldn't live with the internet speeds that he has, but of course, it doesn't. If that's what you have. That's what you can get. That's what you can get. But
Well, in the
Remember-
90s, I had two phone lines and two modems, which I bonded together using some weird router software running on NetBSD on a Mac 2CX, so I could get like 100. What was it? 100 kilobits a second.
kilobits, yeah.
Yeah. So I was bonding
Well, I
the
mean,
two
I grew up
phone
with
lines.
the old stuff too. When internet first came out, but then when they had that, fast, super fast DSL, quote unquote, quote unquote,
Yeah.
then we went to whatever it was that AT&T gives you now. What's it called? I forget what it's called, but we could only get 25 megabits down and like 3 up. And we're like, and then finally we decided to switch to Comcast, and we got the gigabit, going from 25 megabits down to 960 megabits down.
Well, I went from that dual modem thing to I was in a test market under, I think it was Time Warner, one of their predecessors, and they were just testing out this new cable modem thing, and I got on the test, and I think we got 3 megabits, and it's like, this is the fastest thing that we're ever going to need. This is awesome.
Yeah, bull crap.
It was like 3 down and 512 up, I think.
I'm still waiting for
interesting
Comcast to finally
backstory.
go full symmetrical. They're working on a modem right now for cable modems, for cable internet, to actually make it symmetrical, so you get the gigabit up and down. I can't wait. If they do that, I'm saying,
Cool,
take my money.
Cool
Yeah,
side
I
history
need-
about that Time Warner thing, them testing the cable modems and stuff like that. They invented the technology that's used to send data over cable modems. It was invented by its predecessor, Warner Cable, in Columbus, Ohio, and was used for in the early or mid to late 70s the Cube interactive television system.
Good old AOL.
P11 downtown Columbus, and they could, you had a set-top box, and you would like type in like quiz questions and stuff, and they could pull the entire downtown Columbus network in about 6 seconds. Like all like 100,000 subscribers, this PDP would just go like wham and suck all the data in. Here's a big story.
Computers with pride.
I
Says
just wish I
for
could get faster upstream. My downstream's fine. It's just this 10 to 20 up is garbage.
Yeah, I have 45. I think is what I got right now.
So
I
I
mean,
found
it's-
the logic board for this.
Finally,
Yeah, what does it look like?
happened to me.
Does it have lots of sticky crud around the cap?
Oh, look at that corner.
Ooh, fail.
Oh, is that a battery bomb?
Yeah.
Oh, good luck.
Beyond that, like it's not on the board. It just seems to be on this metal bit. Like the rest, I mean, it's
There's
right.
the battery cradle, of course.
Yeah, but all those caps are going to have leakage all around them too. And
Oh, yeah.
the thing that sucks is there's some near the sound chips, which kind of ruin the whole thing.
Well, this is why it's going to Steve.
Yay.
Yay!
You're gonna
And if
clean it
Steve
off a
can't
little
fix
bit
it,
first?
he'll send it to Bruce.
And I'm also going to be sending something for him and Mike.
Yay, Mike.
You get a gift, Mike.
Yay, gifts. Just sending you.
I don't want a gift of a battery bomb classic board.
Just gonna send you dead batteries.
Hey, Joe, are you still there?
Yes.
So I was just looking at Petter's RGB card today
Yes.
because he wanted to use one of these fancy JCM1 universal video adapters with it, with a 2GS
Oh.
monitor, and he could never get it to work.
Okay.
So he sent me his card, and it turned out that he had a jumper set wrong.
On the card.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, of course it'd be on the card. The adapter doesn't have a jumper on it.
Right.
Anyway.
so yeah, it worked with the M100, and then he's like, "Well, I really want it to work with my 2GS. Do you happen to have one of Joe's cool adapters?" I said, "Yes, I have this one." And so I tried it, and it didn't work.
Mhm.
So I was about to start switching chips between the two RGB cards, and then I noticed the jumper was not closed on his. And I'm like, "Hey, it works now." And he's like, "Oh, I'm an idiot."
Happens to the best of us.
He gets us all.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, and I also somebody when I posted a picture of the M100 working with the RGB card, they were like, "Oh, I was trying to figure out how to use it with a 2GS monitor," and I sent them a link for this cool doohickey.
woo, woo. Thank you.
That's like a multi-prong doohickey there.
This is a cool thing Joe made. It takes the digital RGB out of a 2E RGB card or an Apple III, and then it spits out analog RGB, which works with the 2GS monitor, but it also has CGA port on this side, so you can do CGA monitor. And then I guess it only works on the Apple III, but there's a composite video out, a discolor video. It's not needed on the 2E because that's built in. But this is actually really handy for testing stuff because I can plug with that card. I can plug in like Sony PBMs and other analog RGB stuff that I normally couldn't use.
There we go.
You can
It's in the
throw a
Asus
Commodore
bag.
at it, or a Commodore monitor at it, or an Atari ST monitor at it with the right adapter doodle, and it'll do the same thing.
Well, it worked with my Taxan analog RGB CRT. I just had to make a weird connector cable for it.
Weird thingamaboob.
Yes.
The only thing it's missing is a built-in scan doubler, so you can just hook it up to VGA and be done with it.
Mm.
Yeah.
You could throw it at like a retro tank or anything like that, and it would, or Gonbez with GABS control or any of those things.
I wonder if it would work with an Extron 300. Might. I think that'll take 15 kilohertz video and do something
I
with
would
it.
just ask Petter because he has one, and I think he was testing things with it. But
Yeah,
was
he has one of those. He has a 300A. When he gets the card back, it's going back to him tomorrow. I will ask him to hook that up and see if that'll work, because that should be able to spit out our HDMI actually.
Yep.
If that works, I'm definitely going to buy one of those because I want to have a way to get all this junk to HDMI easily. And I also was told by somebody, I think it might have been him, that the crappy Tobii cards and the weird LC video actually work on the Extron. They don't work on a lot of stuff.
Cool.
It handles that sync on green signal really well.
Cool.
Joe, you're not going to join us all at VCF?
Nope.
Boo.
Can't travel right now.
Okay.
Not allowed. Yep. If
Are you grounded, Joe? Did you do something bad?
no, like it's hard to discuss because it's going to sound like I'm some sort of patronizing, self-important ass. But I'm like really important where I work, and I'm not allowed to take time off or get sick.
Oh.
Period. Like
That's fine.
I mean, I do, but like I'm not allowed to not be available if an emergency occurs. So
That's why I like my job. I'm not important enough for anyone to care if I'm not there. So if I want to go to VCF, I'll go to VCF.
Yeah.
Well, at my job, they make me travel basically every week. So what does that say?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
trying to
you're
get rid of you.
more important than me. And they make you travel even when sick because you.
See, that's why I didn't send you because I remember you mentioning you were traveling, so I thought you were gone today. So I was like, oh, I want someone to add up.
Oh no, I'm because of the holiday. I'm traveling in the morning. I gotta go to New Hampshire tomorrow.
Because I was expecting another message of I'm buying Naked Beach.
Yeah, I was at the Naked Beach at Florida.
Yeah.
People are crazy.
Florida man and Florida woman. You never know what to expect.
Florida man, insert the craziest thing you've never thought would be possible.
Right?
Google it. You'll
An
find
an alligator on a leash.
there was some. Oh, I saw a post today. Florida, like it was a Florida man post, but it was like it was the report from an auto repair place, and it's like man reports coolant leak, opened engine, found chicken in engine, had removed something.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Sequestered chicken, fixed leak, returned a chicken to owner. It's like,
Yep.
Oh,
I would have put main.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, the chicken was in the engine.
Yeah.
Dave, you got some blood still on your collar there.
I didn't get all washed off, huh? Okay.
No.
See, I was gonna say something, but I was like,
No, I had to get the raccoons all set up for tonight. We have probably 10 gallons of water set out for them, in various bowls, and in the morning they're gone. These guys are so thirsty because it's been so hot, and we feed them and everything, and so I've upped it. So I got about 20 gallons of water out there, just in different bowls and stuff, and because we got this one raccoon, I'm not kidding, he probably weighs 40 pounds. This guy is huge, but
Who
he's
the hell feeds the trash pandas?
trash pandas. What do you call them? Trash pandas.
Yeah.
Us country folk do. There you go.
I can unintentionally feed the raccoon in my
We
neighborhood.
feed the possums around here.
Yeah, I have a raccoon. I actually caught him on video, and he whatever the cats don't eat, as far as like dry food or the feral cats, whatever they don't eat, he'd cook them and finish.
Yep.
I don't care. I hurt my feelings. He doesn't hurt anything.
We feed them the cheap cat food. They love it. They scarf it down. So
He gets the
we get
fancy
skunk.
piece for me.
We get the skunks, and we get the raccoons, and we get possums that come up. So
Oh yeah, we get polecats all the time around here.
polecats.
Possums are very important in certain areas, especially when there's
we
high
have
tick areas.
Yeah, I got tons of possums around here. I also have foxes, bobcats, and black bears.
Oh boy.
I'll take them all.
Yeah, I live in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. So.
Sounds like what I used to live in Maine. Well, we got the blackbirds. I don't know about all the rest of that stuff.
No, Pennsylvania.
But,
South Central
I see.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I see
One
Rudy
thing I
in the
learned
chat.
was
Rudy, I sip your box, okay? Sorry.
what's that? What?
I saw Rudy in the chat and instead of messaging him, I'm like, hey, I shipped your box. I just,
Oh.
now he knows.
Yeah, I was watching a special, like on YouTube or something about possums, and they were basically saying, that they're very, very, very important creatures to the, to the control of ticks.
Oh,
Well, not only that, but they actually go after rattlesnakes too. They are not allergic to their
Immune, yeah.
venom. They're immune to it. Yeah.
That's a freaking amazing
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Nature. You never know what's out there.
Rest of us, if we don't die, our arm falls off after you get bit by them. So.
I'd rather just stay inside in my AC and avoid people in nature. Just hang out with my cats.
by the way, yes, we do, Retro Techie.
Rudy says
The
he
Raptors.
gets Fox, Wolves, Spears, and Yahoos from Toronto.
Tirana.
Those yahoos, you got to watch out for them.
Yeah, who's from Quebec named Retro Techie?
I just realized Rudy and you, Trina, are probably pretty close.
Where
I
are
think
you?
he's in Toronto, or he's in the Greater Toronto area, we'll call it.
I know where he lives, but I'll let him tell you because that's.
No,
Not
put
much
his
Oh yeah, you got
address
the
in the
address.
chat.
I'm coming over tomorrow, Rudy.
What's that? You're having a barbecue? Trina's coming.
Yeah, I'll be right there.
There you go. You
I'll
gotta
give
go
it
ahead
a-
and fix your retro, your vintage machines right there.
Yeah, there you go.
You don't have to send it to the States. Just drive down the 401.
And Trina might give you things too, because she's kind of downsizing a little bit there. So you never know.
Oh, is he?
Oh, that's right. She is moving. She's gonna have
You have
less
an
space to
EMAC you
store
can
stuff.
sell to the guy.
Oh,
Run
yeah.
away.
1.5 hours north of Toronto, Wasaga.
Saga Beach.
Oh yeah. He mentioned that. Yeah, it's about an hour and a half. Yeah.
Hey, Retro Techie, I got a Blueberry iMac with a blown speaker. You could have it. Just come down here and get it.
You had me till I have to go down there to get it part.
Yeah, come down and get it. I'll give you two of them.
Oh, two of them. Look at that.
Yeah, one has a blown left speaker, one has a blown right speaker. So if you put them together,
He just works together.
stereo.
Vacation time, Retro. Take some vacation time to get some Macs.
I
There you
would
go.
collect all the colors, but the amount of space it takes to collect all the colors is just—it's too
How many
much.
colors is there?
I have blueberry, blueberry, and blueberry. So
I have snow and the name of the color, the second generation there.
well, the original was Bondi, and then they
Bondi.
went to the fruit colors. So they had blueberry, lime, strawberry, tangerine, and something
Ruby.
else.
Dang, that's a lot of colors.
Strawberry. And then later was blueberry.
Strawberry.
And they're all
That's
fruit
right.
flavors, the first five. And then they
Yeah.
they changed the name. So then it was like, what he said, Ruby and whatever. Then they went all crazy and like Blue
Graphite.
Dalmatian and
Snow.
snow and yeah, whatever. I lost track after all that.
I had the.
So do the snozzberries taste like snozzberries?
Yes, I want a Snosberry iMac.
I had the Dalmatian.
So did I.
I have a Dalmatian, Flower Power, Ruby, and Graphite. The ones
Well,
I-
I had a real Dalmatian, two of them, Perdita and Lucky.
I had a snow iMac. I threw it in a dumpster.
Why?
It blew up. It was
When
more
you
like
threw it
a,
into the dumpster. I bet it.
I mean, it was like a Dalmatian because it was half white and half black because it actually sat on fire inside.
Oh,
Goodness.
holy cow.
What did you do to the thing?
I turned it on and it blew up. So I
Whoa.
just took the whole thing and threw it in a dumpster. I was like, nope.
I see.
All right.
I read about all, like, I go to like the Facebook forum, not forums, I go in groups, I guess that's what they call them on Facebook, or whatever the heck they're called, different PC, Macs, and whatever. And I hear about all these things that are happening to people's computers and stuff like that. I'm like, what the heck are you guys doing to these things? I've been in computers or, building and repairing computers since like for 20 plus years. And I've never had half the issues that these people have.
I had a Mac 2CX that the power supply lit on fire and melted the whole back of the case.
Hey,
Wow.
I see a Steve again.
Yeah, he says no iMacs resting on open fire. Luckily, the lid wasn't on that 2CX, so it got used on a 2CI. So mostly I just have smoke coming out of Apple IIs if I don't take the Rifa cap out.
That'll do it.
It doesn't hurt anything, it
Craziness.
just smells bad.
Yeah.
Suddenly, I noticed that I have nostrils.
On that note, I'll be
Yeah.
right back.
I had one that it blew up, and then I replaced it, and then I sold it to somebody, and they're like, "Did the Rifa cap happen to blow up in this at some point? Because I could smell it." Like, maybe.
Oh, is there a train, Rudy, that goes out to you from Toronto?
Look it up.
I am being lazy.
What's a train?
It's a Toronto
Yes.
thing.
It's got a lot of wheels on it, and pulls a lot of cars, and it goes choo choo. You know,
We have a train station in area. It has a restaurant in it.
oh, that's cool.
Our
Okay.
train station for years was the Senior Citizens Center.
There's still a
See.
section of it that's actually a train station, but it's like 1/10 of it, just for the like one train a day that comes through. Just an Amtrak.
We
Actually, put in high speed rail, and I could high speed rail over to Philly.
Oh, there you go.
So Steve is
Love to
looking
have
for
high-speed rail.
headphones.
See,
I think Steve is going to be soon joining.
What,
see,
Joe?
With high speed rail, it would go right through my town, Adam, and I could go up to Cleveland, and you could come across to Cleveland, and you could give me all your cool stuff.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I
actually, the Amtrak right now goes through Erie and goes to Cleveland. It's just
Okay.
it's slow speed rail, and it only goes once a day. So if I go to Cleveland, I have to wait till the next day to come back, and I don't want to stay in Cleveland that long.
fun times in Cleveland again.
I blame you.
Catch a baseball game or something while you're there, you know?
I thought about taking the train from Chicago back to here, but the schedule was just ridiculous. It would take like a day and a half. So no.
Under construction since 1869.
You know, they have those things that have wings and fly and stuff, you know, might be quicker.
Well, I'm probably going to have a car full of computers on the way back, so I don't want to take a plane. I can fly to Chicago to here direct in like 40 minutes. But
Yeah,
instead,
and
I'm
then,
going to
and
drive.
then
for
rent a
6
rental
hours.
car and drive back.
No, I'm flying in, and I'm renting a car and driving home.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was
I'm going to fly from directly from New Hampshire to Chicago, rent a car for the 2 days I'm there, and then drive back to Erie. And then the next day, I'm getting on a plane and going back to New Hampshire.
Yeah, I would love to go to Chicago just one of these days, just to grab some pizza.
I hate their pizza.
Oh, I love the deep dish with the everything on
Ugh.
top.
No,
Oh,
it's not a
love it.
pizza. It's the soup.
Exactly, it's so good. Pizza
Casserole.
soup. See, I'm not going to complain about pizza. Pizza is pizza. They got the
Soup.
New York style thin crust.
No,
They got
it's not pizza if it's like 3 inches thick. It's a
yes,
casserole.
it is a deep dish. Okay, pizza casserole, whatever. Still
Like,
yummy.
I think pan pizza is too thick. So I mean,
Oh, I love it.
I like the thick crust pizza.
I
3
like it
inches.
all.
3 inches a little excessive, but you know.
Hey,
no,
it's a
yeah,
pizza.
yeah.
That's what she
it's
said.
a pizza cake. It's a pizza cake. Not a pizza pie. It's a pizza cake. All I gotta say, it's amazing. When I lived in Boston, they had the Boston's. That's one thing that I like about the big cities like Boston, New York. They have every kind of food imaginable. And there's a place called one of my favorite things was the New York House of Pizza in Boston,
Sorry,
and they had a breakfast Philly cheesesteak. So what they did was they made an omelet and put it in the hoagie roll and then filled it with the chili and then filled it with the Philly
Oh,
cheesesteak
that sounds
toppings.
really good.
Oh my
Oh.
god, it was
that
to
sounds
die for.
incredible.
It's so,
You got to go to New York City and eat at Sbarro.
oh god, shoot me now. I hate Sbarro. I
can
mean,
go to any mall in
I'll
the
eat
world.
it. It's edible, but no. If I'm going to New York City, I'm going to go to one of the mom and pop shops to get real
That's what
pizza.
the guy in the office did. That he left Scranton. He's like, I'm going to the big city, and then he's like, I love this New York pizza, and he goes to Sbarro.
Oh, did somebody slap him? I'm just kidding. Oh god, how do you go to
At
New
least he
York
didn't eat
City
it
and
with a
not go
knife
to a
and
mom
fork.
and pop shop and get like a real New York slice and maybe go to some place and get a real chicken parm sandwich or something? You know what I'm saying? That type of thing, or a pastrami from the famous place in Times Square. I forget the name of the place.
Yeah. Well, you could be like the people that go to Philly and go to those stupid, famous, what are they? The cheesesteak shops.
Yeah.
Those are the two worst in the entire city. Because I lived in Philly for years. It's like, oh look, the touristy idiots are going to these Geno's and whatever. Like no, like Lee's Deli on 48th Street. If you're not afraid to go over on West Philly, that's the best one in town. It's like all the
Go to some
morons.
random,
go
some
to the-
random dirty shop on the corner. It's probably got
Oh,
the
this place
best-
is disgusting. It probably doesn't pass any health certificates or anything, but it has the
Oh,
best
the
damn
best ones.
cheesesteaks in the city.
Yep. The little hole in the wall no name places.
That's
what do you wanna call
usually the best
food.
places is the little
'Cause they
hole in the wall
have to
places,
make
the
it
mom and
good
pop
to get rid-
places.
Yeah, 'cause they have
Yeah,
to make
you
it
can't
good to
really
get
go
repeat
in there.
business.
It's just like a bulletproof glass thing that you with a hole in it that you order through, and then there's like a slot where your sandwich comes out.
Works for me.
That sounds about right.
It works for me. I love. Oh, that's right. You're up there. You're up north there. Aren't
Is
you?
that with or without a mask? There you go.
When I lived there, there
That's the only thing
wasn't
I miss
any.
about the north is the food. I mean, yes. I mean, I'm in Jacksonville, Florida, but there's probably more restaurants here than you could ever eat in a lifetime.
Jacksonville's like being
But-
in the South because the further in Florida you go north, the further south you go in the U.S.
Yeah, it's.
'Cause
I mean, I don't know.
Miami and Fort Lauderdale and all that area, they have a lot of good food there. Where you're at, it's basically Georgia.
But it's still got. I mean, it's expanding at least. They're getting a lot more culture food. I should say. Like I
Yeah.
love one of my favorite things is I love this place called Dunya, Middle Eastern food. You get your shawarma.
Oh, shawarma.
Oh,
Oh.
shawarma, and you get your fresh homemade hummus.
Oh man, we have a
Yeah,
place.
you gotta have the little mom and pop shops there, like the
Oh.
chains are the things I can't stand.
And you could DoorDash it. That's the best.
You get the tabbouleh made with the border and the parsley and the lemon.
And the parsley, the onions, and all that stuff. Yeah, my brother used that stuff. I don't eat it, but actually I don't like the onions and stuff. But I do love the falafel.
Ooh.
The falafel. Oh, they make the best falafel I've ever had. It's
Well, nothing like fried lentils, baby.
so
Just
good.
bring it on.
Yeah, we almost had that today. Then we decided to go with Miller's Ale House and get some American food. Because we went, we had Chinese. Yes, I mean, my brother and I eat out more than because we're too lazy. Like today, we were supposed to go to the grocery store, and then we're like, he looked at me. He goes, "You feel like it?" And I don't feel like it. So now we'll stay home. What do you want to order for dinner?
Yeah, there's. I think it's talked about a couple streams ago. There's a place in Pine Grove. It's called Giant 88 Burger, and if you want that's the best hamburger on planet Earth. I mean, it's just they make it fresh. They have their own beef cut up and everything for it.
Yep.
And I mean, it's owned by Italian people. They have a restaurant, but they make the hamburgers, and I'm not exaggerating. They're about this big around. The buns are like that. So just a regular one will fill you up, and then they get a small order of fries is about a half a bag
Kind
of
of like
steak cut
Five Guys
fries.
burger and fries. But if you're ever in Texas and you're ever in San Antonio area and you want a good steak, go to the Barn Door.
The barn door.
I've never
The
seen one
Barn
of
Door.
those.
You walk in, and there's literally you got all these different steaks you can choose from, in like a display.
Yeah.
And then they have all the not the pastries, but pies and cakes and desserts and all this, and then they cook it in front of you. You're like it's like out in the open, so they just you just say, "Okay, I'll take that steak." They'll grab it, throw it on there, and then just you watch them grill. And then he's like, "Yeah, you can confer with them about the the center, see how well it's cooked or not cooked." And it's I loved it. It was the best damn steak I've ever had in my life.
Wait a minute, your screen's not blue, Joe.
But that's cool. So when are you gonna send me that, Joe? My name's Retro Techie, and I'm saying I want that, please.
No.
And the best part is Retro Tech is not even here to defend himself. So like,
Oh, he's hiding. He's lurking. He's there.
yeah, I know he's there.
But yeah, no. Uh-oh,
Yeah.
that's definitely not blue.
No.
Oh, that's overmodulated a little bit there, Joe.
So does anyone need any tech?
What the hell?
Who's breaking? Is that you, Joe?
No.
What
It
happened?
must have been Retro Techie then. It was boom, boom. Oh, it could have been Adam. I
Oh,
suppose.
it's Adam. He's
I think that was me.
beating the
Okay,
crap.
boom, boom, boom. It made me jump. I'm like, oh, son of who's
Oh
killing?
no, that was my dryer. Sorry.
Oh, last
Oh,
time
you
I saw you
got
had
it,
that Apple 2C or whatever it was, and then we heard noise.
The 2C I was looking at is I fixed it, and I was like, "Oh, how much retrobrite does this need?" And then a bug crawled out of it, so I was like, "Ah."
Oh,
Oh, what are you linking up there, Trina, from the marketplace? What are you trying to buy now?
nothing. It's just somebody's offering out a Texas Instrument power supply for free.
In Canada?
Yeah, it's here in Toronto.
There you go, Retro Techie. Drive to
Yeah.
Toronto.
I don't want it.
Hey, Joe, I like your color screen.
I want
You like
the
free stuff, I
Hulkintosh.
thought.
I want the Hulkintosh and the blueberry Tosh.
I want the pumpkin tosh.
I should try
That's my
that.
favorite. I love the orange.
I just jumped on Marketplace to see if there's anything.
There's nothing.
Yeah. I
Nothing.
actually never looked. I don't think I've ever. Well, I mean, I've looked, but I've never found anything intriguing on the marketplace around here.
Free Cycle. That's
Of course,
the
I
site where
don't
it's
need
But
it.
free cycle around here, Retro Techie, is
Yeah.
shit. Like
I
people
mean-
are offering out like clothes that fit no one.
I found
even
around
like
here like
5X
Tons
or size 0. Like there's nothing in between. It's either really large or really small.
I found around here like tons of like old Macworld magazines, things like that.
Yeah, no,
They're
not
giving
here.
away.
It's called the internet. You can find them on the internet.
Yeah, but it's not the same thing.
Well, I really rather not have what's it, food for fire. Because we've had a house fire and we don't. So we do everything digital now. Digital books, digital this. That. There's no only thing that can catch on fire in the house is the house and the cats, unfortunately. So anybody watch that the new series on Amazon Prime, the Rings of Power?
No.
Oh.
Do it. So good.
What's that about?
It's based off the Lord of the Rings series,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's before, it's even before the Hobbit. It's back when like Galadriel was young, and Elrond is young, and all that good stuff, and Sauron or whatever his name is, the big bad wizard guys, just coming
Cool.
about.
Okay.
It's only been 2 episodes out so far, and so far it's just been. I find there's been hate because people are gonna hate. People are idiots. They just like to hate their unhappy folk, and they want to make everybody unhappy. But I enjoyed it. That looks like a Steve Messy desk.
Oh. Sorry, Steve. I was in Facebook Marketplace and totally ignoring you.
Speaking of Steve Messy desk, there he is. Hi,
Hey,
Steve.
Steve.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I stopped picking on your desk now. Can I have that poster behind you? My name is Retro Techie.
Nope. You had your chance and you threw it away.
That is a cool poster. I do like it back that one back
It
there.
better be for $200 frickin' $200.
$200.
Yeah.
Okay, how much weed did you smoke before you buy it?
None.
How the
I was
money's
trying to
doing?
figure out how to
I saw that poster
It's worth
like
it.
15 years ago in somebody's collection, and I had an eBay save search for probably a decade because the slogan on it says "The journey never ends."
Mhm.
And so I had this whole save search in it, and one came up that sold for $500. It was professionally framed and everything like that. And then this one came up sometime last year for, I think it was, they wanted like $450 for it, and so I added it to my watch list because I'm not paying $450 for it, and I think I got it for like $150 or $160, and then with tax and shipping, it was like close to $200. But
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you waited that long for it, it's not a bad price to pay for it.
no, it's beautiful. I like it. I mean, I have a Yum poster there, but that was, you can't see it's behind the pole.
Good pull, yeah.
It's much
Oh, that's the one with all the fruits, right?
all the fruity colors.
So how the bunny's doing?
I will spare you the details.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's just one is very messy. And
You see that cat right there in my bed in the background?
No. I'm on a 4x3 monitor. You're all like ants.
Oh.
Yeah, well, she's right there on the bed. You can barely see her. She's sick.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
She's got the kitty cold.
Oh.
And it's gone through pretty much like most. The only 2 cats that didn't get sick were Zoe, that's the sister, Gigi, and Zizi. Zoe and Ginger. The only 2 that haven't gotten a sniffle or a cough or something. But she's got it bad. She's had it for about 5 days now.
It's either have you guys on this monitor, which is this little monitor here, or have you on this one. I'm not
I say
plugging
stick with
that
the one you're on.
I prefer the other one.
That's
one.
not
Massive
bad.
CRT.
I do
Does
love
it have a
that.
hole on
Joe
it
and the
on the top?
blueberry.
Yeah, this is the one with the crack in the back.
Yeah.
Oops.
Back in the crack. Back in the crack. Gotta get crack. Oh wait, that's
Still works, right?
You all right, Joe? You having a stroke? You has to call someone?
definitely not all right.
All right, good.
Steve,
Glad
you
to
need
hear.
you need the overhead cam.
I need to. I made space so I could go in the background now. Yeah.
Ah.
You do it
Pro
again. We
tip.
didn't all see it.
No, pro tip: make sure your fly is up before you do that.
Yeah.
Don't
Nice.
rewind.
By the way, Retro Techie, if you buy that, I will take it.
It's an insane price. I'm not paying that much for.
I know.
Buy
I saw that posting a while ago.
Yeah.
By what? I'm
Well,
scared.
here,
Oh, hang on.
put it in the chat.
You just tell me. You don't have to.
No, we want to show you.
The keyboard's all the way over there.
Oh, I wish
Yeah. Yeah,
What's
the
your
Steve
shirt
has
say,
no
Steve?
keyboards.
Splendid.
It's a dirty PC keyboard. Isn't it?
Yeah. Screwed up everything.
Just type
I
it
tried
on
to
this.
do- I
There
tried
you
to reload StreamYard on the Power Computing, but it wouldn't, so I had to use the Dell.
Oh.
So
I got a
it's
fancy
this-
keyboard. I got
it's
the
this poster
G915
here.
wireless.
Oh, yeah, that guy with the crazy poster.
and they want $300 for it.
Hey,
Yeah,
Steve. So Garth found a Mac 2 with a Mac 2 FX board in it and a snooper board in it. Buy it now, $75, and didn't tell anybody.
And then it sold.
It sold before he was able to tell anybody.
Of course.
I'm like,
of course.
dude.
So-
He's like, well, maybe the battery was broken. I'm like, I don't care.
So when are we storming his house in protest?
Well, he's going to be in Chicago Friday, so we can all get him then.
This poll is very attractive.
I like Joe's color
Yes.
blue Mac there. That's cool.
Yeah, looks nice. Great picture on it. Yeah.
See, I've got my my overhead cam on my 2GS and my Quadra.
So
I
I
can't
have-
see because Adam's the size of my thumb now.
All right.
Yeah, Trina went big.
I have everything ready to ship to you.
Is that a threat? Oh, tell me,
Made a promise.
Trina, can you see through the bag? Is yours the? No, your voltage is the same, right? So it wouldn't be the international version of the board, right?
No,
We're in the same continent.
I'm just asking a damn question, ass.
We speak the same language.
Hey, Steve,
You're
isn't
a
the
Quebec.
classic,
We speak French.
isn't
actually,
the
no.
classic 120 to 240 anyway?
I'm sorry.
Isn't the classic 120 to 240? I
Oh,
thought
classic. Yeah, see, I have 3 512Ks over there, and I opened up one. It was an international board, so that's why.
Okay, yeah, I got confused because I thought after the was it the SE or the classic
After,
when they switched?
after the SE, because the SE has its own power supply, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all the classics are dual.
Okay, never mind. I withdraw my question.
And by the way, you don't speak the same language. Steve speaks whatever they speak in New Jersey, which I've yet to figure out.
He speaks American.
Oh, yeah. And then you speak whatever the hell you speak up there in Quebec. Oh.
Whatever the hell you speak up there.
Pull out your teeth
Not
with
even
a
a name
heat
for it.
cap puller.
Adam, I think there's something wrong with my PC.
What is it?
There's an appendage growing out the top of it.
What?
There's an appendage growing up the top of it. I don't know what this is.
Oh, it's a Dana file.
Yeah.
No, it's in between there, and everything else in the background looks like a bunch of.
Is that
Well, no, this
SCSI?
is the perfect wedge. I could shove a PC tower between the desks. So there you go.
Is that a Dell?
It is a
The
Dell.
Optiplex.
I got a Dell, dude.
Spaces between spaces between spaces to shove spaced things.
Damn right, Joe. And this scaler is gonna go like and shove in there. too.
I have
I'm
a
looking-
Dell
I need
printer,
another-
so
I need another desk with a pull-out door so I can fit more dot
Look at all
matrix.
those keyboards. Good golly.
Oh please, this is nothing.
Oh, I know
Look
it's
at
nothing.
Adam's
He's got like 20 of them there just sitting there.
Yeah, well.
But it
Yeah,
is
well.
Steve's basement. Which you can actually see part of the floor now on her here.
Oh, you
I
can see a
know.
lot of the floor. If
Yeah,
I move
looks
the
good,
chair, you
Steve.
can see all the floor. Look,
Well, we can't see the floor.
Well, hold on. I have to waddle my ass closer to the camera here.
Waddle.
Make sure your fly is up.
No pole dancing.
He's walking like a dog now.
See, there's a floor.
Hey,
Wow.
wow.
Look at
Wow.
that.
Wow.
All that
Nice.
room for
Job,
activities.
Steve.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very
so
nice.
when Mike comes over, he doesn't kill himself.
Next is the workbench.
Right, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike
Someone
brought
mad
up.
at me.
The love.
Mike
You
is
send him
Mike is
that
really
512
involved. In, are you playing Stray or something? Is that what's called the cat game? Stray.
Yeah, what happened to your streams on that game, Mike?
He finished the game.
Oh, did he?
It's a short
Oh,
game.
there was an ending to the game. That game's lame.
Yeah.
Why am I big? I'm scared.
What
Quick,
made you big
do
so you can see your
something.
floor? What's all that red stuff on your floor, Steve? Is that like numbers?
Oh yeah, that's his hopscotch. His
Helps him
hopscotch
count.
thing.
This is shuffleboard.
Shuffleboard.
One
Shuffleboard.
capacitor, 8 capacitor.
La capacitor.
Quick, show us something in your basement that no one has seen before.
The floor. We already saw it.
Space.
Yeah, we saw it. Yeah.
Has all the stickers on it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's
I
somebody
actually-
like their stickers.
Actually, I did see something on Steve's stream the other night that I've never seen in his basement. It was called a
Lady.
garbage can.
Ooh, I've seen that plenty of times. He does cleaning streams.
Yeah, he was throwing caps in it the other day.
I
I've got
know.
batteries too. All the 512K batteries. Sean picked it up. He's like, "This one's leaky." I'm like, "Thank you." I threw it in the bin. It was nice and healthy green.
Kittens. All the way up top.
Don't go near the fan.
The cat just climbed the side of the door to get up the top there.
But I think I am going to end it because it's been a long weekend.
Oh, you got
It's
another
only been 2
5 hours in
hours. We got another 8 hours to go to be Steve's stream.
there. Yeah, you just watch Steve rock in his chair menacingly.
All right, that's cool.
Damn kids.
Damn kid.
I got more beer to drink anyway. I don't have to work until 9 in the morning tomorrow, and it's only 11 now.
Oh, you
I
got
don't know what
wants to
Trina's
see the
excuse
cube
is. She doesn't work until 1.
you come down here, Retro Techie. I'll show you a cube room.
No,
It
but
might
I
be-
didn't say it.
I'd be located in a swamp in South Jersey, but you know.
Bring him down to Gator Alley down here in Florida. You know, there won't be any evidence left.
Yeah, Mike knows where it is. We'll make a trip down there.
I don't know if the Gators would eat him, though. I don't know.
I love how we're both conspiring against you at this point. Like,
You
New
can
I like
Jersey.
the bridges. I like the bridges in South Jersey though. It's free to drive in from Pennsylvania, but it costs you money to get out of New Jersey.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear the end of that from Mike. It's like,
Kind of screwed up. I got to pay to get back in my own goddamn state.
That's the point. They don't want you. They don't want you getting out once you're in there.
That's because you're radioactive now.
Yeah,
Once you
well,
get
you
to New
gotta
Jersey,
pay.
you can't leave because you might
That's-
spread radioactivity.
Is the radon tax?
Oh goodness! You really want to end this stream, Trina? Really? Just kidding.
You have 7 minutes to 2 hours, Trina.
All right,
All right,
I'll wait 7 minutes.
let's do.
Trina has
let's
2
do
hours and
trivia.
7 minutes to 4 hours.
Yeah, I get up at 5, so no.
Oh come on!
I get up. I get up at 7 because
I gotta leave at 4:30 to go to the airport.
these little
Yikes.
things right here, they rebel if I don't
You
get
might
up.
as well
If
just
I get up
not
later
sleep
than
at
7 o'clock in the morning, they want their food.
I'll just chill on the couch till it's almost time to go. Then I'll get ready and sleep on the plane.
This
Yep,
uh,
cat nap on the
Mac
plane,
Plus
and then
House has hot glue on it or something.
How long is the flight, Adam?
That's gross, Steve. You gotta get a better one.
I'm just poking at it with my thumb.
That looks pretty. It looks like brand new. Wow.
I think you might want to retrobrite that, Steve. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you gotta look like this, Steve.
Well, see, now I took the goo off, and now you can see the original color, and it looks bad.
Put the
I
good
like
Looks like
Adams
this.
better. Adams is pretty, Steve.
Same.
Mine is also missing the thing. This
Oh.
was included in one of the ones I ripped out of a bag that somebody gave me. So.
This is one that I worked on for several hours. So
Lots of retrobriting, I see.
Well, you can't see it because the pole's in the damn way. But that's
Where'd you go, Steve?
Ad on
I think he just disconnected himself.
Where'd he go? Good job, Steve.
He grabbed the camera and it was like gone.
Yank.
Let's see if he comes back. He's still in the bar below everything, so it's his
Well,
device.
he's still in the room. He just doesn't have a camera.
Oh,
That's what it is.
turn to a circle.
I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he blew up something. What's that behind you, Mike?
Oh, OBS quit.
What's behind me?
Yeah, over your shoulder there. Looks like, yeah, that.
That's my.
Did you
PS
unplug, Steve?
That's my.
No, this camera.
I'm working on
No,
a
camera has a
SCSI
short.
solution for it. I'm just missing a part that somebody doesn't want to relinquish.
Steve, give it to him.
Mike, I have the SD cards on order from Mauser. They'll be here Wednesday. The SD card slot.
An SD card.
What do you mean?
Oh, that's
Of course
right. You need
do.
the slot for it. That's right.
Yes, I told you. I don't have that part.
I thought you were talking like the actual SD card. I'm like,
Oh,
I got
no.
SD
Hey,
card.
Zoe. Hey, fat cat.
That's the plus I was trying to point out. If
Steve,
heard
you
it.
sound like you're coming from like 1984 on a
Alright,
really
let me-
bad cell
Cat
phone.
cam. Cat cam.
Let me
Oh,
let me
cat butt
quit
cam.
and come back. I'll be right.
Okay. Oh, Kitty.
Yeah, that was the cat. We almost got the cat butt cam. I've got the tail cam now.
Where's Prada at
Or
tonight,
we like
Mike?
to say the good morning cam. Because that's what the cats do first thing in the morning. Hi, kitties. Here's my butt.
Boy, that took you all of 5 seconds. Come here.
What are you doing, Al? I see you back there on the cat tree thinking about jumping up top of the thing.
Aw,
There he is.
Aww.
cute Prada.
Where's
Java.
Frank?
Prada, jing, jing, jing.
Hey, Prods.
The audio is all screwed up.
Where's
in the windows, I don't
Sassafras?
know.
Where's Lucy?
Learn the computer.
Learn the cat.
He's been like permanently attached to me for the last week. And to be honest with you, it's getting a little annoying, so I keep pushing him off my lap. So he finally took up playing here in the middle of the living room. But as soon as I say his name, I mean he hops up and he runs over so fast. So
Hey, you might as well just give him his lovin's. You know you love it, Mike.
Yeah, I'm giving these out free at VCF if you want.
Give him to Ron.
Give him the run about
give him to Steve, Adam. He collects them.
Yeah.
I have a petri dish of one rusted battery, and it's spread to the rest of them.
I don't think I'm actually going to bring
Off the
these
hand,
because I don't want to bring them on the plane, and
Talk to
Right?
the
right?
it's not worth it
You'll
for
get
just a
yelled at.
joke.
Oh, I'd love to see you try to take a bunch of dead batteries on the plane. They'll love you.
Well, TSA will love Adam.
No, I'm just going to
back.
bring
Oh, nothing.
nothing.
He's going to mail them to himself so he can give them out like stickers. There you go.
I could just bring like random interface cards, and that I don't even know what they do. And then when they ask me what they are, I can truly say I have no idea what that does.
How did that get in there? Then why are you bringing it into why are you traveling with it?
I was bringing it to
when
Chicago because somebody smart can tell me what it does.
Well, I came back
Is
from.
this guy
I-
Steve?
No.
Well, I told Adam this, I think.
Wrong button.
When I was coming back from VCF Midwest, I had a Commodore printer in my bag, and they couldn't care less about the printer. But I had a very tightly wound, sealed and packaged, like Apple thermal paper, a roll of it from like whatever printer they sold with it. I got it for like a few dollars. And that's what they were interested in.
Oh, so my kittens are now 1 year old now, so they're no longer kittens.
You and your labels of years. I'm still in my 20s.
Well, you know what, Steve? I'm still this many.
Retro Techie, you're under the age of 13. You can't be on the internet without a guardian.
Yeah.
I still think I'm probably one of the older gentlemen here. You know,
At the top of the jokes, we'll kill Mike.
Yeah, Mike, you need a cough drop or something there, bud. You sound
He'll
lovely.
be all right. He's feeling better.
Well, Eric's not here, so I'm probably the oldest one.
Infinity shot.
Oh,
I got you beat.
Yeah, between Adam, Dave, and myself, I think we're the top three.
Yeah.
The 19th, I'll be 64.
Okay, you got me beat.
They got a Beatles song about you.
Just for you,
yes, they
Dave.
do.
Just for you.
I'm 46, so
I'm older than you.
okay. So I'm third.
I am a number between 1 and 100.
98.
99.99999999999.
4.
How much are you in an 8-bit number?
How much are you in Canadian?
8.
Oh, in Canadian, we measure by metric, so I'm still only 15.
Uh-huh.
What?
And Retro Techie defeated.
Reggie Techie hasn't been born yet.
I said here in Canada, we measure age in metric, so I'm only 15 and you're a fetus.
He's still in development.
That's a new insult for him.
Wait, look
Wait,
in the
how
chat.
about this? He's still waiting for. No, I'm not gonna.
Look in the chat and tell me how much would you pay for that?
I don't know.
Zero.
All I see is how much would you pay for this and nothing.
No.
Zero.
Oh, 2 messages above.
Okay. Sorry.
Hey, Retro Chicky, are you old enough to know what this does?
It charges.
That looks like an iPod charger.
It charges an old radio.
Yes, this is my old
iPad.
radio.
Yeah,
iPod,
use
iPad.
the big plug. Yep.
The big
Yeah.
fat plug.
I have one of those old iPads somewhere.
Can you text that to me because I can't click on it here in StreamYard?
I've actually had the cord and the iPad in two
YouTube
separate
chat.
spots, and
YouTube
this is the
chat.
first time they've been together in a long time.
I'm just waiting for my original 2009 iPad to start swelling, and then it's time to throw it out.
This is an iPad 2. It still works.
Hey, if it swells, give me a call, Steve. That's mine.
Ew. What was that?
Very
Trina.
Very.
I got
Very-
the baby iPad 4.
I gotta go. My kids need me.
He's a married man.
Steve's got to go eat a large steak and a large beer.
Boy, Trina, that did not come out very good.
No, that didn't. I feel like that now.
And you wonder why I'm not a regular guest.
Oh goodness, I love it.
With friends like this, who needs enemies?
So
We're frenemies.
Text it to me.
I did.
My phone
I
hasn't
tell
come
you,
up.
I just sent it to you.
Where the hell's my phone?
You have to make
Over
your
there.
phone
Trina,
bold.
no,
Come
over
on,
there.
come on,
No,
Richard
otherwise-
Techie. Make
Right
it
here.
bold.
Oh, there it is. It
Wait,
didn't
don't you have
change.
Max with
Texted.
iMessage
phone?
on it?
Dear console de jeu pas testé, faites
I
une
don't have
offre.
an iPhone.
What is it?
Holy apps there, Batman. Good golly.
What the hell is it?
Well, what the hell's
What
a
do you-
phone if you don't put apps on it? You don't want to see my app.
Steve, I work from, well, you work from home now too, but I have a Mac right here that has all this stuff on it. I don't use my phone.
I have one just like
Yeah.
that, Adam, right there.
Everyone's different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
Dave's
13
got
Pro
like
Max. 13 Pro
12
Max.
apps. And I got
I
like
love my
600.
background though. Isn't it pretty, Apple?
You don't want to see how many unread emails I have. You'll have a heart attack.
There,
I have zero.
there's
Zero
mine.
unread emails.
Me
That's
too.
nice.
Oh, I can't stand
Adam,
seeing the little
send
red
him
little.
What is
Automatic.
that? How come
Oh,
you-
134,000.
And the devil number.
What?
I would just throw the phone
134
away.
devils.
I would. What? No.
See, and I thought mine was bad at
I
2,000.
will.
Select all. Mark as red.
I did that, and then due to the upgrade from Mobile Me to iCloud, it all miraculously undid itself.
Do it
Do you
again.
understand how to hit
I am
Command
not doing that
A?
again.
Mark as red?
No, that assumes that I'm downloading all my archives of email to my Mac, which I'm not. So.
Do it.
Joe, you got to call me back. You got to stop. Come on, call me back.
Yeah, I don't have. See, my brother has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of missed messages, missed voicemails, this and that, because he never does anything with his stuff. I can't stand it. I see the little red.
No, I can't have red on anything. It has to
Exactly.
go away.
No, I've had the red on there since 2007, so I don't care.
When I see the little new email thing
Part of
on in Outlook, I go and delete the bad spammy message.
No,
and
when
I'm
you get spammed constantly by people on social media, like I have an M1 MacBook and it went through such and such. Can you fix it for me? You just ignore it.
Oh, actually, I have hulkintosh@gmail.com, which is linked to that stuff, and it's not on this phone. It's on my Mac Studio, and that's the only place I can read it.
Yeah.
I'm
So
surrounded by kitties again.
is this going to make everybody like flip out I still haven't finished setting up your iPhone option on my phone that I've had for 3 years.
No.
Joe
Is it
wins.
like Apple Pay or
No.
something?
So you have a red dot on settings then.
iPhone. The phone works, so I'm like, whatever, I don't care.
It does what I need to do. I don't
You
need
can
that.
go in and clear that. You don't have to actually finish setting it up.
That requires them to actually do things.
Because then you're always going to have a 1 on settings, which is
And
like,
then
then how do you know if you got an upgrade?
finish setting is the only option.
What,
Yeah,
Wait,
just
isn't
hit
there-
cancel. Hit the
Isn't there
X
a new
around.
iOS coming out soon?
Past it,
Well, they
always
just,
one in the fall.
they just did a patch.
and then
Well,
I
I
hit.
thought the new one was coming out like the September
back.
7th or something.
Oh, it went away! Yeah!
Did it? See?
They always do an update in the fall. They've been doing that for like decades.
Yeah.
Well, they had to
I'm
do.
gonna
They
ship
had
a
to
new
do
iPhone out in a week, on the 7th, I think.
Well, they had to do that patch because of the
Seventh,
security.
Yeah.
Ginger, stop trying to knock over the.
I need a
tree
new
creator.
phone. I got an 11 Pro, and its battery is not great.
Give me a call. I'll set that up. I can set that up for you.
Yeah, okay. I'll just click
Ow.
on the thing on the AT&T app, and it'll send me one.
Hey Trina, has anybody from your class sold their Mac yet?
No.
That happened to when I was first training with Apple. Somebody failed the test or quit
Yeah.
or whatever, and they thought since they got sent the iMac, or they just figured they're going to try to sell it or whatever happened. I don't know.
Oh,
They thought they'd
wow.
keep it. So they sold it. Oh, they got big doo doo for that.
Well, now we know why they got kicked out of the class. They were too stupid.
They failed the test because they're too stupid. I mean, it's an open book test.
Yeah.
Open notes. One thing you
When
can't
we used
do
to
is
take the Apple service test back in the early 2000s. It was a closed book test, but we took it online, and there's three Mac techs, and we would all take it all together all 3 times, and just have people look up stuff like what screw? How many screws are there in a Power Mac G5? Whatever. And some guy's like looking it up, and the other guy's like, "Oh, it's this," and then another person's looking at a G5. It's like we're not studying. We know how to fix these things. We know how to read
Yeah.
instructions. Like,
Yeah.
why do I need to know that off the top of my head? I don't.
you leaving us, Retro?
Well, I'm going to end the stream, so don't leave it yet.
No.
Okay.
You still got another hour and 3 minutes.
Yeah, whatever.
I just
Yeah, you missed the cutoff. You gotta do an even number of hours.
Yep, it's 2:07. You can't stop to 3 hours.
All right, so everyone, have a good night. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff.
Steve's streaming next.
Just streaming after this. That's right. Go join the stream.
Night, guys.
Have a
I
good
know it's
night.
like 11 o'clock at night.
Bye, everybody.
All right. Good night, everybody.